evening and welcome to Plonk of the Week. I know it's Plonk of the Week because there's a glass here that says so. Look at that. And that was given to me by somebody whose name I can't remember, sorry. Anyway, here we are. It's Saturday night and we are going to imbibe some very, very nice beverages supplied very kindly by Mr. Chris Walkie, or Mr. Fizz, as I like to call him, who's here with us.
Good evening.
And I'd like to say that staying here with us from Plonk of the Week, for Plonk of the Week, is Lucy Connolly.
Yay.
Welcome to Plonk. This is the best show we do, by the way.
I know, I've been desperate to do this one. Never mind Plonk.
This is the only one that involves drinking.
Yes.
And it involves quite a lot of drinking. But I would only warn you, even if you are a seasoned imbiber, that you don't have to finish every single thing that you get in the glass. So we've got a little cup there if you want to sort of tip it out like a real wine tasting person. Some people don't care, just knock it all back, you know. But Chris, I guess will be the guide on that. So what's the theme today, Chris?
Well, I thought I'm going to keep it quite relaxed.
Are you wearing an Alice band, by the way?
Is that what it's called?
What's going on?
Let's just keep my head back.
This is David Beckham. I mean, he's from Essex, right?
Oh, right, okay, so, I'm from Essex, me.
Yeah, so he's doing the Beckham thing.
I've gone for the Lucy Connolly's X timeline. Lots of you drinking wines and relaxing.
Not me.
Not you.
So you've got the wrong person.
No. So I thought it was just a relax down of some wines. But we're going to start off with the under £10 wine, and we're going to go to Romania, a fantastic place.
You've rushed a bit through that. I mean, so this is just a compendium of different wines?
Absolutely.
There's no theme?
There's no real theme other than just a relaxing conversation today. But some nice wines.
All right.
And
so white, red, mix?
There's a kind of, bubbles and whatnot.
Bubbles as well?
There,
like a bit of
right.
We've got one that's a kind of, it's themed on Starmer as well, but that's a bit later on.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to dig that one up.
I bet that would taste bitter.
Oh, it could do, couldn't it? Yeah, it could do.
Yeah.
But we're going to go first with Romania.
Romania?
So under £10 from Marks and Sparks.
Okay.
It's £7.50.
Yes.
So let's give it a
go. Not bad.
go.
What's your view of Eastern European wine, generally?
There's lots of good wines coming from there. They're not very well known. Many people don't even know where the countries are usually, where they are on the map.
Yeah.
But the variation of terroir across Europe, in Eastern Europe especially, is great. So
because we've had some stuff from Slovenia recently, haven't we?
We have had Slovenia. We've had Croatia, I believe.
Croatia, yeah.
We've had possibly Hungarian. We've got quite a few countries, actually. We need to have a map for the countries of wines that we've tasted.
I was in Romania a couple of years ago, and the wine was superb.
Really?
And it was all local, and it was really, really good.
Well, this is called Fetiasca Regala.
It smells nice.
Zesty, off-dry, creamy, unoaked white.
From Transylvania.
Oh, okay.
Transylvania?
Yeah, it's starting the Hungary border, isn't it?
It's central.
That's where Dracula lives, isn't it?
But it's
Central
like the
Romania
Romania
type thing. Yeah. So Carpathian Mountains region.
Oh, that's quite
nice.
nice.
That's nice. I like that.
That is nice, isn't it?
Oh, that's
It
really
smells
nice.
It's got a sort of a Chardonnay-ish flavour to it, doesn't it?
I really like that, yeah.
Chardonnay, or maybe even like Sauvignon Blanc. Maybe a bit more fruitier.
I think more
Blanc.
Sauvignon, yeah.
I'll give you a little coaster there.
I love white wine, but it doesn't like me so much.
Really?
No.
So what would be, say,
pink.
if you were to be able to choose your favourite sort of wine to have, what would it be? Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah.
It's a still wine, not sparkling.
I can only drink a bit of sparkling, but champagne's my favourite.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's,
I'm going to watch this in France. Okay?
you're going to be quick.
Can you bring me back some Whispering Angel?
Taking an early bath. He's going to do better than that. He's going to bring back a case of Pooch, which is
Chateau de Pooch.
Chateau de Pooch, which is a red wine actually.
Au
revoir.
À la prochaine.
A bientôt. Remember, they drive on the other side of the road over there. He's got a new car, but it drives itself, doesn't it?
It does, sorry.
It drives itself. This is great.
Did
You can just have a kip in the back, right?
Did Elon donate?
Come off the Eurostar. And,
does that mean you can drink then?
Can you
if
have
it
a
drives
drink then?
itself?
That's a good point, actually. Can you? No.
You can't. But if you're not in control, if you can't just driving, then...
What's the point then?
See, I've never fancied... We were talking about it, actually, the other day, because the last time I was in France, I was driving the mother of my children's car, which is a Hyundai, and it hasn't got self-drive, but it's got that thing where if you're on cruise control and you're on a motorway, if you get too close to the car in front, it slows down automatically, which is actually quite cool, because it means you can literally just take your feet off all of the pedals and you can just sit there as if you're not really driving.
Well, it's good. I mean, my friend's got a really decent top range Mercedes, whatever it is. But he said what he'll do is he'll literally pull over. It'll also pull over on the motorway if it thinks you're not driving correctly, just
What?
in case
I
you're
wouldn't want
tired.
that.
Yes, it does this teacup.
See, I wouldn't want
We've
that.
got one and it drives me insane.
No, I wouldn't want
squeals
that.
at me and shouts
Yeah,
at
I
me
know, I don't
and
like that.
teacups me.
But the
and-
problem that you're going to have is that if it can stop like that, then the government could have control. So you've gone past your 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not keen on that.
You're going to stop. I don't know. I prefer
'Cause
the
I
old
had-
petrol
I-
motor.
I-
Ours has never stopped. Maybe it doesn't do that, but it does all kind of shouty things and tells me cups
Shouty
of cups of
things.
tea
I think you
and
can
you're
turn
too
that off.
tired if you do a
Yeah,
bit.
because
Really?
I once had a car, an Audi, which I was given. I put my car in for a service, and they gave me this Audi, which was lovely. It was like an A8 or something.
Nice.
But it wouldn't. Every time I was, and it was in London, and every time I went over 20 miles an hour,
You got to
it would go
hold
beep,
off.
beep, and this alarm would
Oh,
go
you
off,
can't
and I
stand
was
that.
like,
Let alone the
this.
seat belts going ping, ping,
I don't
ping.
mind the
when you've
seatbelt. I mean, we're
not
used to the seatbelt, but you know, I don't want a car
It's
talking
when you
to
put
me.
your shopping though on the front seat and you forget,
Yeah.
so you have to drive all the way
Oh.
home with it pinging because it thinks someone's
Yeah.
sitting in the seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I'm not
Sometimes they're
keen on
they're
that.
too clever.
I
And
think
you
so.
you yearn for the old,
Too much
you
time.
know. My son's got an old BMW sports car.
Yeah.
And it's not that old, but it's about, I think, 10 years old or something. So it hasn't got all the stuff that they've got now.
No.
And it's a joy.
There's something about
Because
it, an
it doesn't-
old car
yeah.
I like. You know?
Yeah.
But they're expensive. You look at something like an Escort or Fiesta and all that, the MR3, what is it, MRXR3 or something?
Oh, yeah.
They're about 10, 15k now.
Yeah,
those
right.
cars, but beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, classic, iconic cars.
Good fun to drive as
Yeah,
well.
and
Because you
gears,
can do it all.
petrol.
Yeah, you can do it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas now you sort of, you don't
It's
really
all
drive
done for you. I
anymore.
don't know. It's luxury. These cars look beautiful, massive cars. But in all honesty, there's nothing better than getting into an older car and, you know,
Yeah.
something
I
about
recently
it.
bought myself an ST and I just feel a bit of a prick now, to be honest, because I'm like this big flash car with these ST lights that come out and I think, what was I thinking?
Yeah, but you know, you're going to announce your arrival.
Midlife crisis
Yeah.
car.
I think there's a lot to be said
crisis
for a bit.
car.
I've had about 3 midlife crises, and I reckon there's a lot to be said for it.
There's more to come, probably.
I imagine I'll have another one soon. Yeah.
Got to have a few.
So £7.50.
This is lovely.
Not bad,
That
is
is
it?
so nice.
That is
I
lovely.
mean,
yeah.
when you say
The
Romanian wine,
ultimate the test for me is, does it give me a hangover the next day? So if I get a bottle of wine and I drink the whole bottle that night,
yeah.
do I wake up with a headache the next day? If not, brilliant.
it's usually the thing to drink plenty of water before you do start drinking wine. You usually find that does counterbalance
Right.
the headache factor, the dehydration.
Do you know, I don't suppose, I don't really get hangovers as such, but I don't get headaches, ever. I mean, I can wake up and feel a bit rough.
It's the tiredness, like with me.
Yeah.
The next day is just desperate.
It does hit you, yeah. I mean, I try not to drink too much later. I try not to. During the day, then afternoon, I'll stop. I'll slow down.
Right.
If we're tasting wines,
Well, my thing now is because I get up at 5 to come in here. I don't stay up late drinking because I
No.
can't. You know, so
Day
actually that
drinking's
helps.
good. Have a few in the day and bed by
I do.
9.
I mean, yesterday I
Perfect.
met a mate of mine in Tower Bridge. I went to this lovely bar called the Vault, which
Is
I don't
that
know if you've ever
underneath
been. The one's
underneath
underneath the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're literally sitting underneath Tower Bridge. It's great,
Nice.
and it's got a river view because you're right on the river.
Is that where you tweeted, where am I?
Yeah,
That's
that was
it.
it.
Yeah, I saw that tweet as well.
And you can see the Tower of London over
Yeah.
there. And
You're underneath the arches.
it's lovely.
Top of
It was great.
Yeah.
But I left there at about 6 o'clock. So that we were there
You're
for a
ready
couple
for
of
bed
hours.
by then if you've been
I
up,
got
if
home
your
and
working day starts
yeah,
at
had
like
some
5, aren't
pasta,
you?
had some pasta, went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's difficult because it's obviously getting lighter and lighter now, the evening
Yeah.
time, so that's difficult. But I don't mind it. Something I could just drink if I'm tasting it. I'm actually
This
going to
is
drink
very
the glass.
Oh,
goes
that's
down
lovely.
very easily.
Love
This,
it.
doesn't it?
It's very smooth, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
So, do you want any more of that one? Should we
No, I
pop
think we
along
move
to
on.
the next one?
I don't. Yeah, we shouldn't probably have more than one glass of each, should we?
No.
Well, I mean, Lucy can if you
We're
want
walking
to.
out here like this.
Yeah.
I'll take
No, I
it
mean,
with
you
me
can
in
feel
my
free.
handbag.
Yeah.
Feel free.
What is that? It is.
Does that happen all the time?
No.
It
Yeah, a little bit
occasionally
earlier.
does, but I don't. It usually goes off
Is it to
because
do?
it comes on and goes off.
Can it be
basically.
turned off?
I've got to turn it off, it then turns itself back on. Is that?
It's got a bit of a mind of its own.
Yeah. It's not the end of the
I
world.
would never,
I don't think you'll
that
hear
up.
it.
No, I
In
can't
the
put it
minute.
in the headphones.
No.
but I will now.
Continue.
Well,
with
no,
the
yes,
song.
it's not bad. That's a good thing to say that actually on the show, even for them. And we buy these. A lot of these we get bought on some of the stuff that comes in samples for free, you know. But that's not a bad one. £7.50. I know we're not on the show
just
now.
state that you
Are we
can go.
back? Are we back?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah.
We're back. Yeah, it's not bad. £7.50. But you would pick that up if you
I
was
would
in there.
pick that
yeah.
up if I was in there, and
Yeah.
until today I wouldn't even look
Think-
at that.
No.
So yeah,
That's interesting. No,
every day's a school day.
Let's give them credit. Thumbs up there for Romania. But reds from Romania, for me, are great. Cabernet Sauvignon, some of the best I've ever tasted.
Really?
From
I
Romania.
had some amazing wines when I was out there a couple of years ago.
I agree.
Really gorgeous.
Yeah, it's not something I've ever really looked at, to be honest. Romania, I've always kind of gone, don't know.
But it's funny 'cause I
Oh
think
no, and
Is
the
it
people
really?
are so
Yeah.
lovely.
Are
They're
they?
so kind
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there. Yeah, they're so welcoming,
Smaller
and you know,
producers
like
as well.
not like the Italians where they don't like tourists.
I think you've got like an episode of Only Fools and Horses. In the back of the van, you've got Romanian wine and everybody's laughing because it sounds funny. Like
Right.
English wine was a joke many years ago. The next one we're doing is, rosé. Okay, let me just see.
It's a nice colour.
We're going over to Italy. Yeah.
There you go, she's just slagging Italy off.
I'm just
Not the
I love
wine.
Italy, I have to say.
Do
I
you?
do. I
No,
love
I
Italy.
love the food and I love the culture and all
Yeah.
of that. And
But
the last place we went to was Lake Garda, and they're
nice.
just
Well, do you know, I've never been up that way. I've never been
rude.
the
They are
lakes.
rude.
Really?
They don't like, and it's a rip off. Like I expect to pay more in somewhere
Yeah.
like that, but there's paying more and there's just being absolutely
Yeah.
bent over, isn't there? And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that.
well,
Totally.
you usually find.
I like the
that's
south
Sounds
more.
dry.
You know, I went to
Smells really
Puglia
different. Give it a taste, that one.
a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, down
which
south.
is down south,
That's
and which
beautiful.
was really lovely. And the sea down there is like the Caribbean.
Oh, it's beautiful down
You
there.
know,
It
in that
really
you
is.
actually go, you know, inside the sort of the shoe, if you like, or the boot, in that little kind of horseshoe.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
The water is literally like the Maldives.
And weather's
And they call,
beautiful
I think they
down
call
there.
it the European Maldives. It's that,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know you're talking. Yeah.
sort of turquoise, you know, blue, beautiful. And the food down there is amazing.
I was surprised about the north side being like that. I usually find
I
they're quite.
just found them really unwelcoming,
friendly.
and my auntie said the same, and she would call her Judith
It might be
Chalmers.
because they get so many tourists there, I suppose.
Probably,
Possibly, but even then,
But
it's
you know,
their
like
bread and
Spain's
butter.
the same, and that's partly why I love going to Spain, because you know when you take the kids to Spain and stuff, they're like make a big fuss of the kids,
Yeah.
and when I've been on holidays in Spain, it's almost been the people in the hotels and stuff that have made the holiday because they're so accommodating, they're so lovely, you know. But they
Right.
weren't. No, I didn't find them like that last time I went
That's
to
a shame.
Italy.
Huh.
Shame.
Well, maybe it's the Great Lakes thing because they, you know, they get everybody
Maybe
goes
we
there,
weren't
don't
posh enough for that area.
they?
My kids.
I mean, they get a lot of
were.
Americans there as
That's,
well,
I
which
think that's
maybe.
quite dry.
It is dry.
I
I
like
think
this,
compared
yeah.
to the first one, which was quite sweet and fruity, wasn't it? We've dropped back to a little bit more dry now.
I don't like that as much as I like a Provence.
No, bro, yeah. True. It will depend. You can get a little bit dry, but you're quite right. Provence milk, like raspberry and strawberry style,
That doesn't
very
taste as
silky.
fruity, does it?
It not as free. It's a touch drier. I don't disagree with you. It's northern Italy, so between Venice and Milan, so east of Verona, and it is Sangiovese Sangiovese wine, which is called Blood of Jupiter's translation, and Corvina. So it's about £12 to £14 per bottle.
Okay.
This one here. So Corto Scaletto La Riva Rosa from
I
Italy.
like it. I do like it.
It's not as
I
good
don't
as
not
this.
like
I'm a
it,
big fan of
but-
rosé at the moment.
So am I, but I
Yeah.
drink a Provence if I drink rosé.
Yeah.
I don't even mind a Pinot Grigio blush.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
But this is...
It's
Not my
different. I think the
favourite.
first mouthful, because we had that, was a bit of a.
I mean, you don't think of
what-
Italy
what
as a
is this?
rosé wine, do you? Really? I mean, I
know
don't.
so much now,
I'm not
you
sure
know.
I've ever had a rosé from
I think
Italy
you're thinking
before.
mostly deep reds from Italy, isn't it? Really, you're thinking.
No,
of some
white as well. I
decent
mean, I'll drink.
whites
I mean, they make some
and-
nice whites.
And then the
How do you say it?
sparklings.
Gavi or Gavi?
Gavi.
Gavi. I
Gavi,
love that.
yeah.
I love
Gavi's
Gavi.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then you've
That
obviously got.
definitely doesn't like me.
You've got
though.
good bubbly
Really?
from Italy as well. You've got Prosecco, as we all
Proseccos,
know. You've got
yeah.
Trento, you've got Franciacorta. So really, they've got a mixture. What you say, yeah, rosé probably not as big, well known. Whereas France, obviously, you've got some very famous rosé areas. So as I say, this is about £12 to £14 a bottle where you can find it. Yeah,
So that's
Next one.
double the price of that.
it is going to be double. Yes,
and
it
that's
is.
nicer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
In
funny,
my
isn't it, how
opinion.
that works?
Well, you get 2 for 1. I'd have 2 bottles of that compared to
Yeah.
that. I'd even take that wine over that one if I had the, if I had
Yeah,
the
I
choice.
would as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't disagree on that. Some people would prefer this. It's a little bit more refined.
Don't get me
it's
wrong,
drier.
that's drinkable, but
Yeah.
it's
better in quality.
it's not
but
got
that,
as much taste. That had a lot
that-
of taste.
yeah.
You could taste all the fruits in there.
That does what it needs to do on the tin. You sit there in the
Also,
evening
is there
time.
an aspect of Eastern European wine tending to be priced lower anyway because it's probably cheaper to make?
I think it's
Than it
snobbery
is.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, like you said, I wouldn't, and I'm the same. Even though I've been to Romania and I've had really good wine from there, I wouldn't actually buy one off the shelf. Well, I will now.
No,
You will
wouldn't
now,
have.
yeah, but you're
That's
right.
the-
You wouldn't normally walk into a supermarket and go, "Oh, I know, I'll buy some Romanian wine."
No,
You
but
just wouldn't.
That's lovely.
No.
You know?
You'd have to either watch something or tasted one before.
Yeah,
Somebody
'cause it's also-
recommended.
it's
it.
about-
I think we're always like you said, like sparkling Italy rosé, France, south
Right.
of France,
Exactly,
you know,
yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And you kind of stick to what you know as well, don't you? Like if you're familiar with a particular label,
It's easy, yeah.
you just go in and
It's
you
easier.
get
Where's
that.
that one from? Where'd you find that one?
That's Italy. So that's
Which
one.
shop?
Which shop? You have to get it online. They're looking
Oh,
for
okay.
representation in the UK. So they sent us some samples to
Quite
taste.
a lot of the wines that Chris brings in tend to be like that. They
Oh,
come
is that
from
like up and coming?
yeah.
Like
you
they
kind
want
of
to
buy
try and
them.
break-
You have to buy
Yeah.
them online, and they send it to
yeah,
your
don't
house
get me
and all that.
wrong. I don't want to put it down. It's very drinkable, but I just after that I think it's
Yeah.
very dry.
That's good. So that's not a problem on that basis. Should we try the next one? Let's try the
Let's
next one.
do.
But we
Let's
can
do.
still finish this one.
I mean, it's not so bad. I'm throwing it away.
It's not that bad. No, that's
We've
gotta
never
be
had
really
one.
bad.
We've never had one that bad.
No.
You know.
I've had a
Oh,
bacon
no, I think we
sandwich
might
to
have
line
had
my
was
stomach.
that the
It's
one
fine.
that we had, the cheap one, Milfraus or something? What was the one?
Oh, actually,
Oh,
yeah.
not
That's
Lee
still
from
in there.
Milk.
You know,
Oh,
he
yeah.
brought. Yeah, it was a really bad.
Go for it.
That just reminds me of
Leave
my
Brown Milk.
childhood
Yeah.
because if my mum is
It's still in the fridge.
She's
That's
Mrs.
how
Yes,
bad
it
it
is.
is.
That's how bad it
And
is.
if anyone ever used to, and still now comes to our house, and she's hosting, and they bring Lee from Milch, Black Tower, Blue, you know, the Nun one,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
Blue
Lamborghini
Nun.
back. She used to squirrel it in
Right.
the cupboard. Who brought that? Squirrel it in the cupboard,
Yeah.
and there it
Although he
stayed.
brought a Black Tower in the other week, and actually it wasn't bad.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's still in there as well, but we've nearly
Is it?
finished it.
Well,
Yeah.
what's that wine that was really cheap and awful back in the day, but it's actually quite
Lambrini?
drinkable? No, the
Oh.
funny, the
Matthias,
rose.
Matthias,
Yes,
yeah.
that
We've had
one.
that.
It's actually
We-
alright.
it's
Do you know?
not bad.
When,
Yeah.
yeah, because that was the only rosé you could get back in
Yeah,
those
back
days
in
when,
the day.
when they first, I mean, you guys are not as old as I am, but when they first opened wine bars in Britain, I remember it very clearly because it was a sort of mid to late 70s and I was about 17. And suddenly there were these things called wine bars and you were like, this is a bit
Wow.
weird. And you'd go in and they'd only have Matthias Rosé,
Yeah.
which rather amusingly in America, because I had an American girlfriend, in America they called it Matthias.
Matthias, that's what you said.
Rosé.
Matthias.
And you'd go in and you'd have, you know, prawn cocktail, you'd have steak, because that was about all they had
Yeah.
to eat, and you'd have Matthias Rosé. And
Matthias.
it was just a great experience, because before that you only went to the pub. And a lot of the pubs you then didn't do
But do you,
food.
not, you probably answer this question. Wine, I assume, the sales have gone up quite monumentally over the last, say, 10 years. Because, like you said, people didn't go to the pub and buy a glass of wine. When I was growing up, you only really had wine at the dinner table, you know,
Yeah.
with a
Yeah, I
meal at Christmas, that
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing. Everyone drank beer, Bacardi and Coke, you
Yeah.
know, like that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Well, I think we did progress.
And
We
as
had
a
an
youngster,
explosion. We had an explosion,
people were
especially
going out,
sparkling.
you know.
But it's dying down a little bit. So that trend is slowing down a little bit. People are not drinking as much wine,
So what are
especially
they
younger
drinking?
generations.
Nothing.
Well, there's non-alcoholic drinks are gaining popularity, and I think they're just pulling away a little bit from wine. Whether or not that's just the current state of
What you mean
economy.
now?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah,
I wonder
they
if
are.
it's because it's
Yeah.
very calorific wine.
It could
That
be
could
that.
be,
It
yeah.
could be a magnitude of things that causing that, and it could be just a small trend that occurs. I don't know, but yes, the wine sales are down. But then, if the whole issue of hospitality, bars are closing, taxes up, rates up. Lots of places
There
I
was a
know
story
had
this
closed
week that
down.
said 3 restaurants and pubs a day are closing,
God,
Yeah,
that's
it's
awful.
happening.
That's a
yeah,
day.
Yeah.
you know?
We used to be with the pubs. It was massive, and that was under obviously conservative. Loads of pubs closing. So that trend's continued, but I think it's continuing at a faster rate
I think
now.
youngsters as well, they've changed how they do things.
A lot of them
haven't
don't drink,
They
do
don't
they?
drink and they don't go out as much. And if they do, they have... Whereas, you know, when I was a teenager, I was out Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah.
I was never in.
I can remember once being out every day of the week when I was an engineer.
Yeah.
We was in the pub every day of the week. But and we were talking about it the other day. It was about £2.15, £2.20 a pint then. It wasn't a massive decision to go out to have a drink. Whereas
Right.
today, after me and Oliver go out, it's about £8 a pint each.
I
That's
know,
£16
yeah.
for one round.
Right.
It's an actual decision. You think, can we afford
And also,
it?
you would do, when I first started out in work, when I was probably in my early 20s, and I worked in this magazine over not far from Heathrow Airport, and we would always go out for a drink at lunchtime, which nobody really does
No,
anymore.
well,
You
it's not,
see,
you'd get the sack now, wouldn't you?
yeah, but we would
going
just go
into
to the
work,
pub, and we
you'd
wouldn't go
do
for
it.
long. You'd go for maybe, they'd maybe at a pool table, you might stay for an hour and a half, you had a couple of pints, you go back.
That era's gone, though. isn't
Now, you see people coming into to work with, like they've brought their own lunch in,
it?
or
Or the big bottle of water.
when I was working at News,
Yeah.
there'd be a queue of people lining up for the bloody microwave, and it was a big canteen, so you could buy food there. But no,
Yeah.
they brought it in
Yeah.
and they microwave their own lunch
I think
and
the
sit down and eat it. And
styles
I'm
are-
going,
when
how
you see
pathetic
people-
is that?
It's to
I
me.
mean, get out and meet some people and have
I
a
don't
drink and
disagree
get
with
laid
that.
for
They're
heaven's
so-
sake.
they're
you know?
so- but why is that?
Sorry.
But that's happening
Well, that's
all
what we
over.
did.
But that's happening all over. This socialising element, people don't do it. Even with the guys that I used to know, they used to do lots of drinks with, everybody knows each other now on Facebook. You don't see each other for 10 years, but you're keeping track of each other. Can we not meet up and go out for a blooming drink and do what we used to do when we were younger? Act silly.
Yeah.
That's it. No trouble. Just go out and have a good drink.
I do wonder, though, whether it's also the way of the world. Because I keep saying, like, obviously my friends are very like me. That's why we're friends. And they have a lot to say for themselves about things. And they're very centrist and all of this. How long, and I do worry about this now, how long before you're in a pub and you're arrested for something you've jokingly said to your friends? You know, you're having a conversation, you're pissed, you're saying things, you become less socially aware when you're pissed.
Do you know, I read a story this week which frightened me slightly, which was in the Telegraph, and it was about how the number, they'd done some FOI request into different local councils, and how many places in Britain where you can't, you can be done for swearing in public, you can be done for loitering, you can be done for, you know, forming a group and standing in the street, all sorts of like really, really nasty little, what I would call authoritarian, you know, penalties that you can suffer.
How many times as a teenager were you moved on by the police? Move on, girls. You know, like, because you were in the street drunk, pissing about after your night out, and all they ever used to say to us is, go on.
Go home.
Go home.
Go home, yeah. Whereas now they'll give you a penalty fine and I expect you to pay it, you know.
I've never had one of them. In prison, though.
No, I mean, I've had it though, funnily enough. I mean, I was in a bar, this would have been probably a couple of years ago. I was in a pub near the old office, the News UK.
Oh, on that road, yeah.
And I was with a couple of mates and we were standing chatting about nothing in particular, and it was a fairly empty pub, and there was this young guy who was going around sort of picking up glasses and stuff like that. And in the midst of nothing at all, as he was walking past where we were standing, he said, "I wouldn't talk about women like that if I were you." And I can't even remember it wasn't anything particularly bad. And I went, well, you can fuck off, mate, right? Don't talk to me like that.
It's not crimes against women, Mike.
Yeah, apparently one of us had said something that was...
I can say the same story, I'm not going to say who, but they said they were in the pub, two ladies, and the boss was there, and they were just joking, because that's what you do, you have banter, you joke, you know, everybody's married or with partners, it's fine. And then when he went to the toilet, left the two ladies there, and when he came back, another guy came up and said, "Oh, this is not right that you're speaking to ladies this way." Instead of when he went to the toilet, saying to the two ladies, "Are you okay?" And taking care, and they can say that's okay, but thank you. But they can say thank you very much for caring, but we know each other very well. We're joking. You know what I mean? He says it to the guy. More or less, they wanted to all say to him, "Mind your own bloody business."
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if there's a problem, we're big enough to look after ourselves.
Yeah, quite.
You know?
Yeah, it's just keep your nose out.
Well, I was telling you this morning, wasn't I? It's a different situation, but I was on Twitter this morning, and Burnside, and everyone knows Burnside, were ribbing each other on, you know, abusing each other. We've done it for years, you know. He said way worse to me, and I said way worse to him, and someone jumps on going, "You're an idiot. You're so thick, aren't you? You didn't get the joke." No, you're an idiot because you've just jumped on our post and, you know,
hijacked it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do wonder whether people have just had such enough of society that they're like, "Sod it, I'd rather stay in my own house." You know, I regularly have the girls round, and you know, it's a lot cheaper, isn't it, to drink at home now? Like our local pub in the village, it's a gorgeous pub, and it's an independent. It's not a chain.
Right.
But you cannot buy any bottle of wine for less than 30 quid. Right?
Yeah, so that starts
even
to get
a bottle of
expensive,
Prosecco, like, and whereas a lot of pubs will do like 10, 20 quid Prosecco on a Friday night.
Usually,
or whatever.
don't they? Yeah.
The food's very expensive, which I don't mind because it's very good, and I don't mind paying that money because it's a lovely pub and it's well kept and all of those things.
Free house, that's not part of it.
Most of us can't afford to do that every week.
No.
So we end up either going home or we go to the Hungry Horse across the roundabout.
Also, for a lot of people,
which
depending
is,
on
you know,
where
20 quid for a bottle of wine.
Also, depending on where you live, you know, you might not be able to get somewhere that easily. I mean, like where my kids grew up down
like mum
in
and my
Sussex.
dad, they're very remote.
I mean, there's no. I mean, you can get a taxi into like Hastings, right? But if you want to go out for the night, you have to get on the train. It's, you know, if the train's running, the train's expensive.
Yeah.
You know, it becomes a real
expensive night out.
Because you probably end up having to take a cab home. You know, and it's like they haven't got that kind of money. You need to come round
to our house. We'll find one of the tastings that we do every day. So there's lots of wines galore on the table.
But you know what I mean?
We pour more wines away down the sink than we actually drink. Absolutely.
Crime.
I know it's terrible. I feel terrible. There may be 15 bottles.
Well, maybe what you should do is have a kind of a clear out summer party.
Yeah, we could do. Could you imagine that?
Put a cork in all the still stuff.
Teaspoon in the Prosecco.
You can't. I mean, I usually take some of the, if there's sparkling left over, I take it home and I'll sometimes put a cork in it and just have it like
Just
last
put a
week.
teaspoon in it.
You had a
can do
lovely
that.
picture of you in the
That
garden or
does
something
work.
with that glass. That looked
Yeah.
really lovely. So
I mean,
hopefully
but
that
you-
was one of ours.
I don't think it was actually.
Oh, okay.
But I left the one in the fridge
What do
from
you think
last
of the
Thursday, and I had it
This is a
on Tuesday, and it was fine.
Good.
Still bubbly.
What do you think of this one?
This
Are we
is
going to get
Prosecco,
comments
right?
on
I
this one?
think.
Tell me.
Now, Prosecco's my thing. I drink a lot of that. But
It
I
is
think that's
Prosecco.
got a bit of a plasticky taste to it.
It's Sandriggia, so it's the best quality Prosecco,
Oh, that's
Valdobbiadene Prosecco. It's Minismarto
drinking Aldi
2023.
Prosecco.
It's 8.3 grams of sugar, so it's about average what you would get in there, but it is made from the best vineyards of the Valdobbiadene
okay.
Hills, all hand-picked. It is a little bit lemony.
It does have a different taste, though. She's right. It does have a different taste to
But
it.
do you know, the wine, I mean, I cannot claim to be a wine connoisseur. I can't, I just like wine. But people I know that really know stuff about wine completely snub Prosecco. They say they'd rather have
do.
a bottle of Cava. The
They
way
do-
Prosecco's
it
made
bothers
in a big
me.
vats
in
and
the
stuff.
wine
Oh,
industry,
no,
you're
keep
quite
it.
right. In the wine industry, when you mention Prosecco to some people, it is
Turn their nose up.
They do
yeah.
quite. I've seen it, and I think, well, why? This is amazing wine. It's quality stuff. Beautiful wine region. If you've ever been there, go there because it's incredible. But they have this thing. Prosecco's not good enough. Well, wait a minute. But it's
I
choice.
like it.
That's fine.
Do you think we maybe over consumed it and we got to the point where there was too much Prosecco
It's
for a
grown
while?
massively. The Prosecco sales in UK over the last 10 years
It's
grew
a proper
massively.
MILF drink, isn't it?
It
Proper
is.
mums that get
Yeah.
together drink.
But you
Yeah.
get the basic stuff, which is £5-6 a bottle in Tesco's and whatnot. But then you can go up to 30, 40, 50, 60 pound a bottle. For
Yeah,
Prosecco.
but you'd be mad, wouldn't you, to pay that for a bottle of
Yes
Prosecco,
and
wouldn't
no.
you?
Well, maybe let's do it. What we could do here one time is a Prosecco range, all the way from the beginning
Yeah.
to the top,
Okay.
and see whether or not people appreciate.
How much is this a bottle?
This one would be approximately £18 we're found.
So, yeah, so that's...
That's quite expensive for
Yeah,
Prosecco.
It's
so
three
you can get a
times-
decent bottle
Yeah.
for less than a tenner these
You can,
days,
yeah.
can't you?
Yeah. And if you get a promotion, $6.99 somewhere, but it'll be DOC, so
Yeah,
it'll be the
DOC,
standard.
yeah.
This is
Oh, I
DOCG.
thought- no,
What's
I
the DOC
thought- I
then?
thought,
It's a class.
because some Proseccos don't have DOC on them at all.
They should do.
My friend always says
It would
it's
probably be
DOC,
Spumante
it's
then.
nicer.
It'd be a Spumante then. It'd be a sparkling. It would have to have a DOC if it is Prosecco. So either going to be a
Oh,
DOC
what does that
or
stand for?
DOCG. The actual pronunciation, I don't know, but there's two styles. There's a lower classification
Right.
from the main region
DOC is a
around
higher.
Venice, and the DOCG is the higher classification. It's all hand-picked grapes.
Okay.
DOCG would tell you it's hand-picked grapes. A lot more effort goes into making the wine.
Right.
Same process. They may have a little bit more aging in the bottle
Okay.
and so forth. But at the end of the day, it's all Prosecco.
Yeah.
It's made from the same grapes, but in a different area.
Yeah.
Most of Prosecco is flat, and then you get to the hilly area, and then you start to see all the vineyards, and they can be like that, the vineyards. They can only be picked by.
Oh, there you go. DOCG
So yeah,
stands for...
Denominazione di
Oh, it's a
Origine.
denomination. Demoniazione di origine controllata garantita.
Well, you said it better than me, sir.
You
that
just have
I
to
can-
pretend
I'll
to
never
be
remember
Italian,
that one.
right?
I can never remember that
Yeah.
one.
I've actually learned from Pooch as well because I pronounced
Ah,
something the other day
you've
in
got a
Italian.
good
He actually
educator.
is Italian,
Yeah.
speaks Italian. He speaks about 5 languages. Did you know that?
He's very
I
clever guy.
actually
Like a
live in
linguist.
awe. We are so ignorant in the UK,
I know,
aren't we?
aren't we?
just go to every other country knowing that they'll speak our language.
And you have like 5 words that you can say.
I've been sending my daughter to Spanish class since she's about 5 because I, as a 40-odd-year-old person,
Never.
I
Steady.
really,
No,
You don't have to give it away.
really would wish I could speak another language fluently.
you can't.
And I can only do
It's
like my
difficult.
school French
Yeah.
and German and stuff. I can't, and bonus.
Do you not
dias,
find
buenos
that it comes
tardes and-
back a little bit though? Like whenever I
A
go to
little
France,
bit, but we're
I'll suddenly go, I'll say something and I'll suddenly think of the word in French and it'll be like,
Yeah,
no,
but I
don't
think
even
we're
know where it
really
comes from.
bad for going, we say the English word in some kind of weird accent. Oh, wait,
A beer, a bit beer.
But it's
beer.
like that English thing, like you go into a shop or something or a bar and you go, comment allez-vous? And they answer you and you go, that's
I was
all
trying
I've
to be
got.
clever.
That's
No,
it.
yeah.
That's it. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. But you
Got
tried.
nothing else.
You tried.
But yet,
That's
they,
very-
you know.
you go to any other European country and they can all understand English.
do.
And,
I think we
and
take it for
several
granted.
other languages.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Most people do.
English in prison?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
that's a
That's a very good question, that.
Mostly did actually. Yeah, they did. A lot of the.
Were there a lot of foreigners in there?
Yeah,
Was there?
Peter was a foreign national prison, as in they
Was it?
deport from there.
Oh, right.
I say deport loosely because they stay there for about 15 years
Right.
before they're deported. But yeah.
And so where were most of them from then?
America, Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. And were they all in on
Bringing in
sort of drug
drugs.
offences
yeah,
and stuff?
bringing
Yeah.
in drugs.
Really? They didn't
Quite
have
a
to sit
few
down on the machine. X-ray.
random Lithuanian, Polish and stuff, but mainly I would say the foreign nationals I met were American and Canadian.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever have any trouble?
Wow.
when you were in there? Like, did anyone try and...
Only once.
Because we all watched Orange is the New
Image.
Black, right? And
Yeah.
you kind of go...
It's really not like
was there
that.
some kind of weird lesbian gang or
It
something? that
depends
pins
where you
down?
are, I
Sorry.
think. So Peterborough's quite a tame prison.
Is it? Yeah.
Drake Hall, Staffordshire, no, awful, horrific girls.
And was
in
that where
there.
you went afterwards?
Yeah, for a bit,
Right.
and then back to Peterborough because I was like, no, this is not the life for me.
So not only did they put you in prison, they put you in a horrible prison.
I did ask to go there, to be fair.
Did you?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I thought it might be better. People lied to me and said it was better. It wasn't.
Not for the first time. They lied to you about a lot of things. Like, just plead
No,
guilty,
but
you'll be
yeah,
fine.
actually,
All right, then.
no, I didn't actually come across anyone that couldn't speak English or any prison guards that couldn't speak English. There's lots of rumours circling around that there are lots of Nigerians that have been recruited from Nigeria and they can't speak English and they hold up flashcards.
Right.
I've never witnessed that. The
Right.
Nigerians that were working there could all speak fluent English and were actually very nice.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
so.
You want some more of the Prosecco?
No, because
I'm
I
good,
mean, I
yes,
might
I'm
have some more
good.
later, but I'm
Yeah,
happy
no worries.
to continue on the journey,
Yeah, no
as we
problem.
call it.
Yeah, but that wasn't my favourite Prosecco I've ever had. Even
that's
though it's
fine.
double
I
the
quite
price of
like
what
that.
I
You've got
I
very
quite like
tiny
that.
bubbles, which is turning into a little bit more finesse to the wine. I
Yeah.
thought it's very refreshing, a little bit lemony style.
I
but
liked it.
The beauty of
I
wine.
didn't not like it.
Yeah.
The beauty of wine, there's no right or wrong. Everybody has an opinion, and it's good debate and
Apart
discussion.
from that
The more you
Liebfraumilch,
drank, the better
Yeah.
it
which is
got.
bloody awful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Can't
if it's in the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what's that one?
bit of pink.
This one's
Rosé
Bocco, B-O-C-O,
sparkling.
by House of Corrin. And that is a rosé from England, near Horsham, so West Sussex.
okay.
The UK.
Sussex there. £27.50 a bottle.
So you're talking almost like champagne prices, aren't you? Getting there.
Yeah, well, even above that, really. Sorry, Oliver.
See, I
wait a
always say
second.
to Chris when he comes in with English sparkling, I think it's overpriced. And I think if English sparkling producers got smarter, they'd sell it for less money and they'd probably sell more.
What's that one that everyone drinks? I don't like it. Is it night? I don't know.
Night Timber.
Night Timber, yeah.
I think that's crap.
Yeah.
And
I don't
it's
like it.
champagne
Yeah,
prices.
Yeah.
But Night Timber's
It's like 40
mashed
quid or
something,
juice,
isn't it? Yeah.
But I must say, one of the best wines I've had is Night Timber 98 in Magnum.
Oh, okay.
With aging, the wines are phenomenal.
Is it?
So if you're having it fresh, I don't disagree. It's a little bit, where is it? But the ages very, very well. So that's the only thing I say with Night Timber. But it's a very well-known brand.
I
Chapel
suspect
Down.
Lucy, like me, doesn't keep things very long when it comes to drinking. So
We do the keeping,
Speak
and
for
then we can
yourself.
do.
I tend to, if it's in the house, I'm drinking it.
We'll
So I
do the
basically.
don't like,
keeping
you know,
and
like all the shops have got 25% off 6 at the
Yeah,
minute again,
yeah.
haven't they? Because it's bank holiday, and I'm like, no, because I will drink the 6 in a couple of days. If
Yeah, yeah.
So I just tend to. No, I'm telling. If it's there, I'm
telling
drinking
you,
it.
it's true.
That's
I've
it,
got
yeah.
a rule now. I generally don't drink Monday to Thursday,
Yeah.
and I just drink Thursday,
Really?
Friday,
Wow.
Friday to Sunday.
Well, I've seen a few of your posts on X, and you always stay relaxed, and you've got that nice glass and a nice relaxed atmosphere. During the day, you're busy with tweets on other
Yeah.
matters,
Yeah, I'm very
but that's
busy.
why I call this the relax down. This is all about you and your wine, and saying, you know, have a nice evening, everyone, and cheers. type of
I haven't
thing.
been holding these up, Charlotte, but normally Pooch likes
This is
me
gonna be a little
to
bit
hold
more
it up.
savoury.
I had the
you can
world's
see it.
worst champagne last weekend. It
Oh,
was
tell us more
hilarious.
about that. We're going to hear about that, definitely.
The world's worst champagne, did you say?
My cheeky buggy mother, she poured it back in the ice bucket. It was so bad.
Really?
But that bad? What was that then? What did you have?
MUM, is it mum or something?
No, Mum's,
MUM.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Mum.
Cordon Rouge. I
we
quite
were,
like Mum's.
oh God,
What was wrong with it?
we were at the local Hungry Horse and we were para, not like us at all. Big
Shocking.
group of us. And me and my friend were going through, I said, Lucy, my mum went, Lucy, it's your turn, get the wine in. So I was like on the, you know, the QR
Yeah.
menu.
Yeah.
All
Me
right,
and my
yeah.
friend were going through.
I've never done that.
We were
QR.
we were laughing, saying it's a very chav pub. This pub that
Yeah.
we're in does what it says on the tin. It's
Good place for
fine.
the kids and all that.
Good place for the kids. Never get a bad steak for 15 quid. You know that kind of place. And we said, I bet no one ever orders champagne in here.
Yeah.
Go on.
So because we were drunk and being silly, we were like, let's
and
order
being
some.
silly.
And I was going to buy the Lanson, and he went, no, get this one, the cheap one. The one. So she comes out and she's running around like, we were right, no one ever buys champagne in there. So she's running around like Hedges chicken.
Trying
She
to find a bottle.
Trying to find a bottle.
Yeah.
So she goes and says, oh, sorry, you didn't have any in the fridge. You know,
Right.
that's how
Oh,
much they
no.
don't sell it. So it hadn't
Blimey.
been in the fridge, it had been in the cellar. So it wasn't
No, well,
warm, but it wasn't
Well,
cold.
that's not right. They should
Yeah.
take note of that from you and give you a free
And
bottle
it
next
actually
time.
tasted like plastic. I'm not joking. Whether it was a bad bottle
Well, it
or
depends
not.
if it's been stored incorrectly. So if it's in the heat up and down, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
good. If it's in
Yeah.
the direct
It was
light,
not good.
it's going to
Yeah, yeah.
screw the wine
But
up.
in its
totally.
defence, it was only £5 more than the bottle of Prosecco we were drinking.
Really?
So,
How much
yeah,
Because,
the
I mean, I
Prosecco
used to
was
drink-
19.99 and this champagne was 25.
What, to drink in there?
Yeah, to
That's
the
not- that's
bottle. It's
not
cheap.
bad
It
at
was cheap.
all.
So we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
can't
And
be that
for
bad.
mum is quite a really decent
Well, I
label.
mean, you know, when I told you I ended up
Well,
going to the
she went,
to the
this is
car.
horrible. I leant over and poured it in the ice bucket. I went, you cheeky cow, that cost me £25.
Yeah. Jeez, that doesn't sound good. But I went because I actually went to the mum's car
Yeah.
in Reims.
In Reims, yeah.
I've
and
never had it until
it's-
then, but
it's a-
like you said,
it's
it
a-
could well have
normally
been.
it's one of the nicer. I would call it one of the nicer sort of cheaper champagnes because you can normally get it for
No,
about
it was not nice.
less than
It's
30
very
quid.
well known, isn't it? Everybody recognises it.
And I used to buy it
red.
because my mum liked it. If I would turn
Your
up
mum
with a
likes
bottle of
mum.
mums, I was like, here's a
Yeah.
bottle of mums. And she'd
Nice.
go, oh, that's nice.
lovely.
And we'd
There's no
drink it
one for
together.
dad, is there? No, dudes.
No,
Dads.
there
Dudes.
isn't.
No, there's dudes.
No, there is
really.
one for dad. It's called Bollinger.
Bollinger.
Yeah,
That's the
I
one,
love
you know.
Bolly. That's my favourite. A bottle of
Well, now
Bolly.
you're a woman
Well,
after my own
Oh,
heart.
but
That's good, that's good.
Dan bought me a bottle of, is it Ruinart?
Yeah,
Ruinart.
Ruinart,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
good,
so
yeah.
good.
That
Oh,
is
no,
good.
Really
the
good.
blonde
The white
one, the clear
one.
one.
Yeah.
So the
And
fat.
that's
He had
really
a white,
expensive.
white jacket on. And
That's
there's a whole-
really
that
expensive.
one.
Yeah.
The one with the iceberg
Yes,
thing.
yeah. Oh, so good. Best champagne I've
That
ever
is a
had.
great- that is
I've
a
never
great
actually
champagne.
bought another bottle. It was a gift. But
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm
We'll
going
have
to
to try
buy...
and change that. That's the best champagne you have.
Yeah.
Next time you come here, maybe.
Well, Donald keeps in his cellar at home in Scotland. Dom Perignon. He just loves Dom Perignon.
Oh, I need to go
which
there.
if you
I need
haven't
to go
tried-
there.
Oh, I like Dom Perignon,
Dom
yeah.
Perignon,
But
yeah.
it's
You're
double the
quite an
price.
expensive date, really, aren't you?
Double the price of Bollinger,
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
isn't it?
You know, yeah, 120 quid a bottle, I think, just to
Well, you
buy.
see, we got something special for the 100th wine next week.
Have you? Excellent. Okay.
Bear that in mind.
Well, we
But,
should
we'll
look
have
forward to
Donald
that.
here. Hopefully,
Well,
he's ready.
Donald might be
Donald.
upset. Donald McLeod is our kind of business
Well, he needs
partner,
to-
but he's
okay.
he runs a nightclub. And he runs Scotland basically. He lives in
Yeah.
a 26-room house just outside of Edinburgh.
If you check his
Modest,
Facebook profile,
then.
he's like a
and he drives
21-year-old.
and he drives a Bentley that
Does he?
literally is so
I bet
long.
he's doing a 21-year-old if he's got that kind of money.
Oh, Donald.
Don't tell his wife.
Donald.
But he's worse than that. He runs a nightclub which
But
is full
he's
of
a very
21-year-olds.
youthful guy. He's very
I'm
fun.
only
He's so
Yeah.
funny.
No, he's a great guy. He's been a friend of mine for about 20 odd years.
Oh.
And he used to write a column for me when I used to run the Mirror in Scotland. And he's got.
You've been about a bit, you haven't
I
you?
have,
America, Scotland.
Oh,
yeah.
all over.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it all. We
Hong
did this
Kong?
last week.
Weren't you at Hong Kong,
I was
China?
never. No, Hong Kong.
No,
The place I've
China.
never been. No, never been to
I thought
China.
you
I've
said you
never
were
been
over
to
in
China.
Lama Island or somewhere, wherever you were. No, I thought you
No.
was there. Oh, okay.
No, I've never been to China. I don't really want to
Oh,
go to
sorry.
China, to be honest. There's nothing about
No,
China I
I don't.
fancy.
It's not on my to-go
They
list.
eat dogs. You know, I'm not
You
not
sound like
interested.
my sister. My sister's the most wokest,
Really?
you're racist. My
What,
I,
family?
I'm the
Close
black
family?
sheep.
I was going
right?
to say,
I am the
does she
black
talk
sheep.
to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was taking
How
to
was she
put me
when
on
all
blast.
this happened?
They
Was
were
she
a bit,
distraught and upset?
yeah, they were,
and
but I think it's woke them up a little bit because they've looked at me as the
it
crazy
woke
one.
the woke up. It
Yeah.
woke the woke up.
I got a bit of that. I mean, I
Quite
know it's not
crazy.
comparable, but you know, when I had my problems last year, I got a bit of.
The people don't understand when they live in this bubble of everything's really nice and
Yeah.
no one and everyone, you know,
You're not
diversity is our strength and all that bollocks.
Yeah.
You know,
Bollocks. Oh, you're good, Lucy.
you know, they live in this bubble, don't they? And my
Yeah.
mum especially, love her dearly, but she's slowly coming around there. She's a full-on lefty, wokey, Labour all her life, you
Right.
know, kind of.
Which is fine if
not,
you want to
not
support
now.
that.
Oh
that's
no,
fine,
no,
but-
she's voting Conservative now.
But this
Oh,
is
you-
the thing.
you
I mean,
get
She
it
likes
then.
Kemi. She likes Kemi.
I mean,
Okay,
Pooch
well,
was
fair
saying. I mean,
enough.
he's got friends and family who, if all you do is watch the BBC,
Oh, yeah, this
you've
is
got a
them.
completely different view of the world,
we
And
was all
now-
and
there.
they think it's all true.
Well,
She's
we-
gone from, oh, you watch that dreadful GB News
Yeah.
to, oh, I like
But
GB
weren't
News
we
because
all
they have
there?
both sides of the people
We
on.
was all there at some
course you
I
were,
used to
yeah.
pay the TV licence and we watched everything and BBC and you thought that that was the news. It's only when you start to wake up to a degree and you start to think, wait a minute, this might not be the truth. And
But
now,
you know, it's also partly it used to be the case. I mean, when I was growing up, BBC was great.
Yeah.
Right?
It wasn't
When in
as
the
biased as it
70s,
is now.
Fantastic.
it was straight up. It was, you had good news read.
The most
Panorama was a
incredible
really interesting show.
platform ever.
It wasn't biased. It didn't have all these lefties
totally
working
agree
for
with
it.
you.
And it had an awful lot of really, really good journalists because they were
the
proper
best in the-
journalists.
best in the world.
Whereas now what
Admired.
you've got is all these tossers who've come out of university.
It
who have
has an
never,
agenda.
Who have never been anywhere working class, who don't understand ordinary people.
it has an agenda.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. We don't want an agenda. We just want
You're
the
telling me?
news. You know, yeah, that's all we
You
want.
won't ever find one article from the BBC with my name in it that doesn't refer to me as Tory councillor's wife.
Yeah.
It never says Lucy Connolly, always
Right.
Tory
Interesting.
councillor's wife.
I had a wine event on, and we had an awards, and I had somebody saying, "We'd like to do an article with you for the BBC," and I said, "No, It's fake news.
Yeah.
And I always but
Donald.
it's difficult. It was difficult because I wanted to.
Fake
thought,
news.
No, I don't.
for
I will
business.
never talk to
and I
them.
was
Never.
so pleased to say no because I don't agree. It's fake news.
Good for you. Morals and
It wasn't
standards.
going to be massive. It weren't like headline.
It's like
it was
me.
just
I would never talk to
basic
them.
stuff.
Yeah.
I would never talk to them. If I was,
No.
not that I'm
I
ever
can't.
going to be,
It's
if
a
I was
shame.
Prime Minister tomorrow, I still would never
But I
speak
love
to
the BBC
Yeah.
back in the day, your Dad's Armies, the Steptoes, all of these wonderful TV that they produce.
Yeah.
It's an institute that's incredible.
Yeah.
But today, it's such a shame where they are. I'd like to see them recover and get back to
They
where they
won't.
should be.
No,
I
they're
don't think
done.
they will. I think
No, they
they'll-
won't
'cause
recover.
They're not going to have the money, are they? Because
No.
more and more people are not paying
This
their
is the
TV
beginning.
licence.
I don't pay the TV licence, but I respect the
Well,
rules
nor did
and
I,
I do not
but
watch
then-
live TV because that's
Yeah.
what they want. I watch user-generated media live, which you can do on YouTube because
Yeah.
I ask them, but we don't watch anything live. We don't watch the app,
No,
so we
don't.
pay
Wait,
respect.
Do you know we hardly
We don't
watch any
watch
live
it.
telly? People
don't
that
need
are
to.
busy people
I literally
don't watch
don't.
live telly, do they?
I
Because you
can't
watch it when
remember.
you've got time.
On your phone.
On your phone.
I mean, I'll
or-
stick if I'm home in the afternoon, which is quite a lot of the time. I'll switch on. I'll stick because I can't stick Sky. Sky.
Oh,
is so
you need
bad
to
now,
check.
right?
Well, you need, as a journalist.
Also, I need to be across
Of
what's
course you
going
do.
on, but
Of course you
I'll
do,
just put
yeah.
GB News on.
Yeah, so do
you
I.
know,
Yeah.
and I just have it on
I
sort of in the
don't- you know
background.
what?
Have that in the
I've
car
only-
a lot.
But
as
it's
well.
the
Come
only.
away a little bit from that. I'm a little bit concerned that some of the content is a bit driven in some way. Rupert Lowe interview is a little bit, I don't know. I think I prefer user-generated content. So I watch you and I
Yeah.
watch many other people, even
Right.
if it's a little
Well,
bit
soon you'll be able to
left-wing.
watch us all day because we'll have a channel
That sounds
which is going to be, completely 24/7.
Okay,
with
can
lots of different
I
shows.
manage the bar? with
Champagne
Oliver?
on you then.
Can I'll
Absolutely, yeah.
manage the bar with Oliver if that's
You
okay.
can indeed,
This
absolutely.
is a Pinot Noir.
I like that. I like that much more.
You like this better than the Prosecco?
Prosecco.
Yeah.
Wonderful, that's great. Pinot Noir from West Sussex, Horsham. As I said, £27.50 a bottle, directly from the winery.
nice.
So it's different.
Keith Richard lives somewhere near Horsham, I think, and it's a great story about Keith Richard, who also lives in Connecticut. He's got a house in Connecticut. But apparently in the village that he lives in, it's one of these very typical kind of English, lovely English villages, and he was lying around one day, and a friend of mine used to, when he had a place in New York, a friend of mine used to run a butcher's shop who was from Keswick in the Lake District, and he used to order sausages, because he was a butcher, he made sausages and English, he had Branston pickle, he had all these English stuff, and so Keith Richard would order it and he'd bring it round. And I said, please tell me that he was exactly as we would expect him to be. And he went, yeah, absolutely. He said, once I went round, and it's a place somewhere on Fifth Avenue down by the village, and he was let into the house by there was like a butler or something. And he said, and Keith was just literally lying on the sofa with a bottle of Jack Daniels and
exactly
a joint.
what you want
and
to
a
see.
joint.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
about 9 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, "This is it, I'm done." But the story I was going to say was that in this little village in Sussex, the local vicar came round one day, sort of knocked on the door, and Keith kind of came to the door, hello, and he's very posh. He's very, he speaks very well, and the vicar said, "Oh, sorry to bother you, sir." He said, "I'm trying to raise some money for the church roof. It needs to be fixed, and we haven't really got very much money." Oh, right, okay. How much do you need? He said, well, it's going to cost about 26,000. And so he went and he said, all right, wait a minute. Went inside, came back out with a cheque for 26,000.
Really?
Gave
Can
him
you
the whole
imagine?
lot. Just
Yeah.
gave him the whole lot. Brilliant.
That reminds me of a story
Isn't that
of mine,
great?
but not.
That's
We didn't give
wonderful.
any money away. So
Right.
2 days after I got released from HM here, I'd had a big party on the Saturday evening at my parents' house. And the Sunday, it must have been the Sunday because it was Saturday, I was
Done.
done. On the
Toasted.
sofa, hungover. And the press were knocking on my mum and dad's door and they were like, oh, hi. My dad answered. Now, I always describe my dad as like, he's basically Ozzy Osbourne, right? He's just,
That's a character. That's a good character.
he is a character. I love him. And he opens the door and they're like, oh, hi, it's such and such from such and such. He's like, yeah. Is Lucy there? He's like, yeah.
Oh,
He said, can we have a picture of her by the church today? When I doubt it, she's pissed up on the sofa.
Brilliant. Did you get a lot of trouble from the press?
No, only these were like almost these. I think they might have been part of the There was only certain press that knew where I was.
Right.
The rest of them were camped outside at my house, and I didn't go back for a week.
No.
And they camped there for about 2 days, and they got bored. And then they, we were offered serious money for one photo, one quote,
Right.
and stuff. But going back to like your BBCs and your Sky News, my morals are not for sale.
Right.
The Sky News could come along to me and say, we'll give you £1 million for a photo. I'd go,
Piss off.
I'd rather clap,
Yeah.
shit in my hands and clap
Yeah.
because, They are awful people.
But coming,
They are horrible. They really
a
are.
quick question to you, because obviously we followed what happened and me and my wife weren't happy at all. So it's a great privilege to sit next to you here. But with regards to when you've come out, since you've come out, all that's happening, have you had like any counselling for you to deal with your anger? Because you'd be so annoyed. Like, so, I mean, I've had
Do you know
suffer.
what though?
How do you deal with it?
I am, of course, I'm angry, but I'm more angry for my family than I am for me. I think what people fail to understand is this is not the worst thing I've ever been through. You know,
Yeah,
I
'cause,
did lose
yeah,
a
of
child,
course, yes, you
and
did,
that
yeah.
that makes me
That's-
angry, and I've
you're
had,
quite right,
you know,
sorry,
so
yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, I just tell myself, no one died, everyone's okay, we'll get it back,
But
and
they
we'll build
took
it back.
time away
Oh,
from
they
you and your
did,
family.
and that's unforgivable, and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
that's what people don't understand, and this is what the evilness of the left is. I hope you get sent back to
That's
prison.
just, no.
Well,
yeah.
then what about my child who is already, you know,
Had to suffer.
she is suffering, she has suffered, you know, of course she's going to. She lost her mummy for a year.
That's terrible, yeah.
And
yeah.
to be dancing about that is a wicked thing, you know, a wicked
It is.
thing to do.
I just
to
hope
do.
that you've
And
got
they
something
really
that's
are.
going to not get your own back, because I don't think that's what you want, but you're just going to. You
I
need
get
to
my
do
own
what-
back every day with my bottles of Bollinger,
Yeah.
my
Well,
holidays
cheers.
to St
I
Lucia.
really hope you do. Yeah.
And
So,
that they hate it. They hate it. They can't
It's
bear
strong.
this harming eye.
strong lady.
I would
That's
not
brilliant.
have come out the other side without the
Yeah,
support of other people
Sure.
and the
Yeah.
GoFundMe and all of this, just because it showed me that
Absolutely.
actually people are in support of me and not everyone hates
Yeah.
me and thinks I'm some raging racist. So it was the support has been brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
I'll be
deserved.
forever grateful. But the best thing that I feel that I can do to get my own back
Yes.
is just be happy
Yeah.
and
That is-
live
yeah, that's a very
because,
good point.
You know, they hate it. They
That
hate
would be
it.
the worst thing.
Christmas, I
Not
remember
react.
Christmas, and
Yeah.
obviously I'd had a lot of gifts and bottles of, you know, the champagne from
Yeah,
Dan
wonderful.
and it was all on my Christmas table, and I'd like put a picture, and I was like, oh, Christmas hit different this year. Oh, the meltdown.
Oh,
Because
right, really?
The lefty
God
meltdown.
forbid you know, a criminal enjoys their life. You
I know.
Like,
I know.
Absolutely.
And yet,
It's
actual
just
real
terrible.
criminals, they have more empathy with.
well,
you
that's
know?
what my tweet.
Like-
did you
like
see
the-
my
like
tweet
the-
last night about
yeah.
Bridget? I said, she's saying, oh, you know, Labour will protect women and children, and I said, well, will they? But they will also put anyone in prison that says otherwise.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
for
Free
longer,
speech, yeah.
for longer than
Yeah.
they would put the rapists.
It's
Yeah.
that raped.
absolutely, I mean, I don't know how you deal with that. It's just absolutely incredible what happened, but it's terrible.
Because
mean,
I know,
it's-
I don't care what anyone says, I know that the majority of the UK thinks like us and not them.
Is that because you don't always see it?
100%.
Sometimes you're very demoralised when you look at, say, social media and see so many silly, like the what happened yesterday to the Jewish guys. It's terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
And the police instructed
And all these
obviously,
wankers
they
who were going,
and they say,
the
wait a
police are
minute.
kicking him in the head. Yeah, he's got a
Good.
knife.
But I don't understand
You know,
that. It's
I
literally just
said
say, look,
this morning, he should have shot him. Yeah.
It used to
there's
be
no
like
respect
that.
for the police. I do respect the police. I won't
No, I
say I
don't.
don't. But today,
I don't.
it's wavered a little bit. It's gone down.
Yeah.
But back in the day when you was young, you respected the police. You saw a policeman on the street. It's like, that's what you do. Probably school taught you
Yeah,
that.
but now you look at the police and you see who they are, and most of
They're
the time
kids.
it's
They're
kind of
just
pretty
kids.
We've
embarrassing.
seen police
And it's
cars
not-
drive. We've seen rainbow
You've
police
seen-
cars driving around.
When I was at news, again, the British.
Did you ever see the Pride videos where
Yeah.
the policeman's holding the man pretending to be a dog on a lead?
Yeah.
I mean, what an embarrassment.
I know that
What's
was
it all
that was
about?
the old LGBT parade, wasn't it? But we used to be next to when I was at news. The British Transport Police headquarters is right there in London Bridge.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And some of the people that were wearing uniforms, you'd go. I mean, the woman once who came out, she was about that high, and she was sort of walking like this, you know. And I'm going, what, we just started hiring dwarfs now?
Oompa Loompas.
You know, seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, well, who's she going to chase after?
Yeah.
You know, there's some guy down there with a knife
Yeah, but I think
at London
they-
Bridge
yeah, I know.
Station.
I don't know.
You might
I
as
don't know,
well-
Mike.
you'd be
It's
better
always
off-
the little ones.
you're
The
better
little
off
ones
throwing her at
are
somebody.
feisty.
Wiring.
No, this
You have
was
to be
not.
careful.
No,
Yeah, you can.
And then
be
you see
careful.
some fat guy who's waddling about, and you go, he's not chasing after anyone. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
100 metres in 2 minutes type
Yeah.
of person. Yeah, but anyway.
There we are.
Back to-
anyway,
I mean,
that's the
what's
police
next,
done.
Oliver?
Next.
Yeah, next. What are we doing
On a
next?
tangent.
Wine next. Yeah, we've got another wine next.
Normally, Oliver makes a little cocktail
Oh, yeah.
as well, by the way.
Oh,
I
do you,
don't know whether
okay.
he's
do you
got
want
one
to do
in.
a cocktail?
Have
Have you got
Yeah,
a cocktail
for
in
after.
mind today?
Yeah, I do have one.
Excellent.
Good. I like one of them.
This,
I liked
I
that.
really like this.
Yeah,
I think
really like that.
I think this might be
Rocco.
the favourite so far.
So far.
Yes,
this
I
is
like it.
Plonk of the
Possibly.
week so far.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, you know. I,
I don't
reckon
know.
That might be my plum of my week.
Romanian.
If we're talking about fizz, so far, definitely
Yeah.
that one.
I'm going to go for the Prosecco. So I'm not everybody's friend, but I can have the
Really?
bottle to myself. If I was in a pub all together, I'd have the bottle myself, wouldn't I? So here we go. So Oliver's going to do the cocktail for us. But interesting stories there. So, oh yes, of course.
Come on, you're in charge here.
I am. Yes,
just
sorry.
sending you a quick
I'm
message, sorry.
slacking. Yeah, I'm being told off here. I'm slacking.
You know, it's not like a plank of the week there, where I sort of threw something out there and then nobody said anything. I was like, wait
Oh,
a
that was
minute.
good, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, this is our
it's a
16th
conversation
episode.
we're
This is
having.
your 16th episode.
really?
for Plonk.
Already?
Wow.
And next week's going to be the 100th wine that's been shown. That's crazy.
That is
Oh,
mad,
this
isn't it?
It's I counted them up the other day. For
You
wait a
need
minute,
to
we're up
get
to
you need
96.
to get Marilyn back on Plonk of the Week.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the amount of messages I've had.
She was when Charlotte was here on her own that day because Pooch wasn't here. She had to take her to St Pancras because she was going to just take. She literally couldn't get.
She was getting married to the bottle, I think.
Because she said to me, "Oh, I had to take her to the station." And I was thinking, "Oh, what? Just what, the tube?" And he went, "No, St
I
Pancras."
should pick her up off the escalator going down to St Pancras because she collapsed it.
But the amount of messages I had to say, who was that lady? She was so fun. I felt
was
so
fun.
good when I watched her.
She's
And
on
I
next
told
week.
I have to tell him who she is.
I'm on her
But-
podcast
Oh, great.
next week.
So she's
Oh,
on,
yeah.
Yeah.
on stage
We've-
next week, yeah.
And we've got some good bottles for that. But she was so much fun. In this life where we are
this
today.
is the one we've already had, right?
Yes, this is the cocktail we're doing.
Oh, you're doing a cocktail. Sorry,
Yes.
my mistake.
So,
I'm going. Why is he giving me another glass
Did you
of
not
this?
see him pour the gin in first?
No.
Well, you can have a bath in this one. Look at how
Do you
big
know
much
what?
this
This
is.
is a bit controversial, but I was in Hertfordshire the other day, had to drive home. I don't really drink soft drinks other than water. So I was like, I'm not sitting in the pub with water.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
How
of
can you
that
do
either.
that? Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to try an alcohol-free gin and tonic.
Oh yeah, I think you saw. I saw
it
the
was
post.
the
You put
Clean
the post
Company
out.
one.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If you'd have put that
It
in
was
front
good.
of me and I didn't know that it was, I wouldn't have known the difference.
Really?
Yeah, it was very good.
I saw that post as well.
I mean, I'm
I was
very
a bit
unsure
concerned. I
about.
thought,
I know. I was like, what's that?
I'm very unsure about non-alcoholic drinks because I hate non-alcoholic wine. It's awful.
I've never
well,
had
some
it.
of them are
don't
more
mind-
expensive. There's some
No, my sister drinks it,
Yeah.
right?
But why? You drink to get pissed.
Yeah, well, she drinks it to
No,
not get
don't.
pissed
No,
because she
come
gets pissed quite a lot.
No, we don't.
So she's found it better if
pissed quite a lot.
if she occasionally has a glass of wine and then a second glass of non-alcoholic wine, and it kind of keeps her going, you know.
Yeah.
That's nice.
In the sense that she doesn't get as pissed, but. I bought some by accident once during COVID. I went down to my local
We've all
Waitrose,
done that. I think we've all
and they
done
had
that.
like a sort of.
I've
No,
never done
accidentally.
that.
They had
yeah.
a sort of display of.
I'm
Beer.
not an amateur.
Beer.
No, they had, no, but you would have been fooled by this, and because I'm not an amateur either. But they had this display of just really nice looking rosé wine, and I just picked up 6 of them and put them in the.
You didn't buy 6 bottles of
No,
non-alcoholic.
no, but
Would
2
have
of
been
them.
gutted.
No, but 2 of them were. I was like, huh. And I didn't. And in the end, what I did was I mixed it because I'm like, well, I'm not going to take it
reduced
back.
the alcohol content.
I'm not
so
going to take it
you're
back.
really
Although
good,
once
yeah.
I got delivered non-alcoholic because I'd ordered it when I was pissed, and apparently it turned up, and I'm like, Christ, I didn't order that. And I thought I must have ordered it because you couldn't tell.
No,
Because when you order it
sometimes, yeah,
online,
I agree,
sometimes it
yeah.
doesn't. They shouldn't put it together, you know.
Well, they
Anyway,
do.
so I mixed it and that was fine. But I tell you the thing I don't mind is non-alcoholic beer. Because when the kids were a bit younger
It's just
and we'd go
missing
out,
that.
particularly in the summer, and you go to a pub for lunch or something, and he was driving because we were in Sussex, and I'd rather not have one drink. I'd rather just not have any if I'm driving.
I'm a
you know?
little
Yeah, I
bit like
understand
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
I
either
mean,
one
if
or
I'm
the
not
other.
driving, I'll
I
have
just
20.
don't want one.
No,
There's no point.
I can't. No,
agree,
you can't
yeah.
have one. So
We're on the same page.
and some of the non-alcoholic lager now is actually really nice, really cold on a summer's day, and you're driving the car. It's actually quite nice.
Well, don't forget, some of the non-alcoholic wine, I mean, I don't know what the actual rules and regulations are up to 0.5% alcohol. So theoretically, if you had 30 bottles, you could be pissed.
Over
Well, now you're talking
Yeah.
sort of Alan Brazil level.
Oh, well,
Do you know what
I've been to
though?
a party with him,
These
he's
days,
so
I
much-
wouldn't
he's
even dare have
lethal
one
on
and
wine.
drive. Really,
Yeah.
not because everything's different, isn't it? They say there's so many units, but I've known people to have one and been caught over the limit, and so everyone's different, aren't they? So when,
Well, as I said,
But you
could
know
have-
what's interesting, because I used to have quite a lot of debates about this for years on radio and stuff, what you should do about the alcohol limits and all that. And the reason they won't make it, because I'm like, well, just make it 0. Just say you can't have any alcohol
Yeah, yeah.
if you're going to
Yeah.
drive. It would be simpler. But apparently they can't do that because there are some people who somehow generate alcohol in their system.
I've heard that,
And there
yeah.
are also
I'm with
Or
you.
mouthwash.
and there are certain
stuff, yeah.
mouthwashes which give you a level.
Or
So
you could have chocolates, with the
Liqueurs,
liqueurs inside,
yeah.
so you can get drunk on that.
yeah,
I've
or
known people to get done the following day. You know, like
no, they do that a lot
Yeah.
down in Sussex. They do it. New Year's Day, they're
So
always
careful,
out
yeah.
doing
Yeah, but it
people.
stays. Yeah. So
You know.
this one is what? This smells really good.
What's the smell? I can smell it's nice, but I can't work out what the smell is.
So the ingredients in this are gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, vanilla syrup, and then topped up with rosé sparkling wine.
Is that vanilla that we can
what's that
smell?
really
What is
strong-
that?
It doesn't smell.
It's like a
What is that?
herby.
It's
like
taking me back a few years.
It's almost like a
childhood-
burnt. It's like a burnt vanilla, isn't it?
It's really nice, but
Yeah.
I can't
I
work
can't,
out what it
no.
is.
No.
Ginger. Is it gingerbread? Gingerbread men. Like this, the things you used to get in
It
the...
does smell
yeah.
gingery. You're right.
It's the gingerbread men. Biscuit
There's
things.
ginger in it.
There isn't ginger.
Ginger
in it,
snaps.
And the gin is flavoured, but not ginger.
What's it flavoured?
Well, I'm getting ginger. It's amazing.
What's it say? Oh, it's a nice bottle. Let's have a look at that. Look at that. That's
It's a
lovely.
bit posh, isn't it?
Something blue.
To the camera.
McLean's gin. How about that?
Very pretty. I love that.
Something
colour.
old, something new, something borrowed.
From Scotland. Do you know? Here's the thing. I bet
Yeah.
you didn't know.
Tell me.
But I learned this a few months ago, maybe last year. The biggest producer of gin now is Scotland.
I wouldn't have known
Yeah.
that. No, that does surprise me.
Oh, Ray brought me some back from Northern Ireland. What's the name of it?
It says
it's won
it's
all the
got
awards. It's lovely.
Favourite botanicals: buku leaf and tonka bean.
Maybe we're getting the
Buku?
kind of the herbal.
Botanicals.
We're getting the herbals and whatnot
Buku?
from there.
Buku. What's
Does
that?
it smell
from
the
the
gin?
bottle,
Does it
Mike.
smell like that?
It does.
Drink-
Yeah,
drink.
it does. That's what it is. It's the buku.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, I tell you, did you see
That's
that
the
that Trump assassination? There's one lady, she's drinking like that.
Trump
They've caught them-
assassination. Love it.
Attempt.
As it's
Imagine
become
being
known.
that person. That's,
Have you seen the one drinking from the bottle?
but
She's got a lip
do you know
for
what? This week I've been so busy. I obviously know about the Trump assassination, but
Yeah.
I've not seen much because I've been so busy with other issues that I've got. So I haven't really seen. But imagine being that lady, forever famous. For necking and stealing.
and
stealing the wine,
Somebody's
yeah.
being assassinated.
Yeah.
The president of the United
Well,
States being assassinated.
But I have
and
to
you're
say,
nicking
in
the
defence
wine.
of journalism,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
What about the
Right?
old boy? Have you
That
seen the
is
old
what we
boy
do.
having his dinner? Everybody's going crazy.
Yeah.
He's just sitting his dinner.
Yeah.
It
There's an
reminds
old
me
chap.
Yeah.
of when you're at work and the fire alarm goes. They don't say, "Don't collect your belongings." I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
"Fuck
behave."
that. I'm
Right.
taking
Behave.
my car keys.
We
Wait a
had, 'cause
minute,
we had one of
take
those. We had
the
one of
bottom
those at. We had one of those at Talk when I was there once, and I was on the air. A fire.
it a practice fire
No,
alarm?
it wasn't a practice one. It was a proper one.
Was it? Yeah.
And
Not
everybody
like
had
the
to
40 Towers
evacuate.
episode,
and everybody
but
had
is
to
it-
evacuate the building. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm on the air. Were you joking?
In there,
And I just sat there, and I was like, sorry, if the place is burning
It's like-
down, this is a great time for me to finish my career.
Oh yeah,
Going down
what a
in
way
flames.
to go!
Yeah,
what a way to go!
absolutely.
But it's like
Wow.
the 40 Towers episode. Is that the fire alarm or is that the burglar alarm?
Yeah,
no, it's
yeah.
the fire alarm, Major. It's the fire
Yeah.
alarm.
What?
Yeah, but when our fire alarm goes off, we take the battery out. It's a fat lot.
Oh, we do. I can't be bothered. Get
I
a
did
chair,
that once. I
take
was
it
in a
out.
hotel in Scotland, and our son was a baby. So it must have been. He's 21 now, so it must have been 20 odd
Probably
years
still
ago.
a baby to some people.
Well, he is still a baby,
Yes,
actually,
exactly.
to be fair. He's
Yeah.
just finishing his exams at uni. And we were in this place up near the River Tay somewhere, and it was lovely. And the fire alarm went off, and we'd been out drinking and stuff, you know.
As you
and
do.
and there's a and it had the thing on them, and I just knocked it off the ceiling. I was like, because it was waiting, he was
Right, yeah.
screaming because he was
Yeah.
like, really loud in his ears.
I'm trying to have a drink. Yeah, do you mind?
And about sort of 15 minutes in, you knock on the door. This fireman comes in. He says, "Why are you not out of the building?" He said, "Evacuate the building." I said, "I'm not going."
No.
And he said, "What have you done there?" I said, "I've knocked that off because I was
Only you
waking.
can do
It
this.
woke
I
my
say
child
that to
up,
my
right?"
daughter when she's,
Woke
festering
my
in
child
her
up,
room.
yeah.
And I'm cooking, obviously set the alarm off
Course.
regularly. And I'm carrying on doing what I'm doing, so I leave it thinking she'll come down in a minute and tell
Hmm.
me. I say, Edie, what if there was actually a fire?
Yeah. But this
No.
guy was like, "That's an offence." I said, "I don't care." And went down for breakfast the next morning, and all these people were there, and they went, "We didn't see you in the car park." Apparently, they were in the car park for about 2 hours before
Having
they were let back
selfies
in.
or something. Yeah.
No, because
This is why I always take my
Yeah.
bag and keys when I was at work, because I'm not standing in the car park for 2 hours and going home.
No, it's exactly right. And I mean, that reminds me, because we talked about this a few weeks ago, Bob Monkhouse, the great Bob Monkhouse
Yes,
joke.
yes. Dear
Several
Bob
Bob
Monkhouse.
Monkhouse jokes, but one of them was, my wife's so bad at cooking that she uses the fire alarm
Oh,
for a
yeah.
timer.
And that got him banned.
One of my
is
sisters,
so funny.
one of my sister's favourite comments online about this is like sibling love for you. When they did the whole GoFundMe and they wanted an update as to what Ray had spent some of the money on. He's like, I bought a new dishwasher. And someone put, that's because the old dishwasher's in prison.
That's great.
Yeah.
It did tickle
You
us
got a
all.
laugh,
That's
haven't
my
you?
favourite.
But
My
that's
sister's
so.
favourite
But
thing
you know,
ever.
that is to me. That is so English. It's a very much a,
Oh
a
no,
sort of
no,
English
there's a couple
British.
of rude jokes. I don't think it's too
Yeah,
late. I don't
no.
think it's late
It's
enough.
too early. It's
unfortunately.
before the watershed.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No, but I
otherwise-
mean that's our sense of humour. And,
we
and
stick to Tommy Cooper's and Bob
we'll stick
Monkhouse.
to- yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Because you went there the other day, didn't you? With the when you went too far with Linda Dooley last week. Do you remember?
Oh,
And she
something-
was like, "Oh,
yeah.
blimey!" You
I
shouldn't
think
have said
something,
that.
but I think she might have got it after. I think was that cut out? Was it? Was it one of
I've
those
no
things?
idea.
I don't know. Is it,
I
maybe,
don't
it's,
I didn't cut anything out.
maybe it's on the floor
Oh
somewhere.
no,
You need to
no,
pick
it
'em
wasn't
up.
cut out. No. And we were making a joke about martinis, basically.
Yeah.
And he said something which was slightly off colour.
I can't remember what it was.
On your show,
But she
never.
was
Yeah, I know, on this show.
Never.
She was
great.
Never.
She was great
Don't
fun.
believe
She
it.
was great.
Absolutely brilliant.
I would
absolutely.
imagine everyone that you have on here is great fun.
This is
We
one of
don't
my-
want-
this
you
is
don't
like my
need any
favourite-
lefties on here. Don't spoil it,
No.
Mike.
Well, no. Listen, the only thing is that occasionally people will say, "Why don't you get some lefties on? Give them a going over." And I'm like,
Well,
"Well,
if
I
they
would,
want to.
But they wouldn't
But they
come.
won't come on because they know I'll give them a
They're
going
no
over,
fun. They're so serious about everything.
and they're not
aren't
clever
they?
enough, to be honest.
Let's do
You know?
let's do a Tommy Cooper joke. So
All right,
I heard this the other day. So he said I went to Scarborough on holiday
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, I went up to Scarborough hotel and they said we're full up, got no rooms. He said what? Scarborough? And he said no, got no rooms. You have to go somewhere else. I had to go down all these little roads. And I found a bed and breakfast. So I went up to the door. I knocked on the door. He said the landlady, a couple of floors up. She opens the window. She shouts down at me. She says, "What do you want?" He said, "Well, I want to stay here, didn't I?" She said, "Well, stay there then." She closed the window. He said, that's Tommy Cooper. I can't do it
That
as well.
sounds like
Yeah, it's funny.
a bad version of the nativity play, didn't it? Knocking. Don't play with Jesus.
Tommy Cooper and Bob Monkhouse with these great
Wasn't it-
guys.
What was going on recently? They wouldn't publish the.
There's that-
Well, this was why we were talking about it because they basically had to put out a trigger warning, and they had to cancel one
Like
of
Walt
the
Disney.
one of the shows
A few of them.
that was on the
They
iPlayer.
cancelled it, yeah.
Because he was
That-
making and that
including
was
the
one of
joke
the
that you
jokes.
said.
The one
But you
about
know
But
the
it's
what?
wife.
funny.
If you're watching something on iPlayer, you're going back to watch it, right? It's not live telly. You're an adult. You can make your own choices
Right.
about what you want to watch and
Yeah.
what you find offensive and what you don't find offensive.
Yeah.
And what you
You
find
know-
entertaining or not. There's some shows I don't watch because I don't find it entertaining,
Exactly.
and that's it. I don't appeal against it. It's not my cup of tea. and that's
Here's
it.
one that will
You know, each to
will
their own.
upset people. I don't know if you ever watched Gardener's World. Have you?
Yeah.
Charlie
Alan-
Dimmock
what,
back
with
in the
Alan-
day. Not
Oh,
that.
No, Gardener's World, the show
Okay.
on the BBC, right?
Oh, I know. I
I
don't
was
watch the BBC.
down in Sussex at the weekend. Well, I don't really either.
Don't
But
pretend that you do your own garden,
Pretend.
Mike.
I don't.
Yes.
No, I fucking don't. But neither does this woman who's on
I
Gardener's
do.
World. Have you seen her?
No.
She's like a little T-Rex woman.
Is she?
She's
Oh,
got.
one-
she's
okay.
a thalidomide child, right? And I know that you shouldn't make fun of people
No,
who are
no,
disabled,
but-
and I'm not making fun of
No.
her. But she can't do anything. She's got little hands like this,
It's
right?
all about
But you had
PC
and
mess,
she
isn't
wouldn't
it?
be
Yeah.
on any
But
other
who was
station
the lady
but
that
the
used to do the
BBC.
gardening? Is it Charlie Dimmock? The lady
Charlie
with
Dimmock,
the
yeah.
Big boobs.
Big,
She's
that
Great
on there
nipples,
now.
yeah.
That was
Fantastic
gardening.
nipples, I remember.
Yeah,
I sat next
yeah.
to her once at...
growing her marrows and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we used to do Pride of Britain when I was at the Mirror,
Yeah.
and I used to have to host a table. And
you sat next to her?
And I sat next to Charlie
How close
Dimmock.
did you actually get?
Not that close, but you know, she didn't look as good as she did on. I said, "You're not wearing a t-shirt." I said, "Yeah, it's a bit disappointing."
No bra.
You know,
The only lady
'cause
with
she
two
never wore a
different
bra.
postcodes.
Yeah.
Something.
She, friends of mine from Woburn Sands who lost their child, they did the whole, what was the thing where they surprised them and they went and did the garden
Oh
with
yeah,
Alan
yeah, yeah.
Titchmarsh and
Yeah, it
Charlie
was like
Dimmock,
the-
Yeah,
and they
I remember
did
that,
It was
actually.
amazing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
And they did it in like memory of their son. It was lovely.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
No, some of that stuff is great. Hey, yeah,
There she
there
is.
she is. Yeah,
That was
Mate, she's
originally
put-
on the
she's put a bit of
right.
weight on, mind
Goodness
you.
me.
Yeah, I mean that's just a throwback,
But
isn't
you,
it?
was a-
you men forget that actually boobs are fat. The fatter I get, the bigger my boobs
Yeah.
get. The more I lose.
We don't
the
forget
smaller
that.
my
No,
boobs
we
get.
don't.
We don't know. We don't
try
forget
our best
that.
not to
it's
forget
all we
that.
think about. Actually, it's not that we've forgotten. It's just that
No.
we don't talk about it all the time because people think you're weird. Because that's all you think about is
If I have
women's
a boob
breasts.
job, I'm getting a reduction in one of them things that pushes them together. I'm not having them bigger.
You don't ever want to get them reduced. That's
I
not.
do.
No, you don't. It's not a good thing. Men don't want to.
Take
My
it
get
from
husband
Mike.
won't
He's
pay.
got the experience.
It's a
You
miserable
can find a new husband. You know.
Well, don't forget, we're
With
not the
your
green. We're not the
newfound-
green
with your
party
newfound
here.
notoriety.
We're not the green party here. Otherwise, we could think
Yeah.
about it and it could grow them or make them smaller.
Well, I do like that that phrase that people have come up with now that Zach Blansky seems to have, hypnotised himself into being the biggest tit in politics. Which is indeed what he is.
Well,
I asked him that whether he'd make mine smaller,
right.
and he didn't reply.
He wouldn't get that.
He didn't
would
give
he?
you an estimate or nothing. No,
nothing. I mean, what's it for a boob job now? 15 grand. I wonder what he'd charge.
Goodness knows.
Do you reckon he'd do it for like a seat and?
Well, it could be a good bit of PR if he did with you.
A vote, maybe a vote.
Yeah, maybe a vote. Right, we're going to go to the next wine. So we're not Wetherspoons, so fear not. We're going to have another wine.
Talking of Wetherspoons,
yes, go on.
Did you see that video today?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
yeah, funny enough, Russell Quirk sent it to me, and then we were going to play it out, but then there was a reason why we couldn't. For some
we
reason.
waiting for a reply from them?
I'm not sure if we're waiting for a reply, but basically what happened was a reform bunch of campaigners.
I'd be interested to know. I'd be interested to know how he knew they were reform.
Well,
because obviously we only saw.
No, apparently they were wearing reform sort of stuff. You know how they've got T-shirts and football. So he identified them as reform supporters. Is what I mean. Yeah.
Have you seen even a left winger attacking that? Say, wait, mate, if you're going with an ISIS top, do you expect him to serve? Yeah, but reform's not a terrorist organisation. It's a political party.
But the owner
you should serve everybody.
But the owner of Wetherspoons
is right.
Tim,
reform supporter.
Is a reform supporter, so he won't be happy about that.
He's very and let's not forget, right, who actually props up pubs like Wetherspoons? The working class.
Yeah.
Who are the working class now likely to support?
But the problem is he's got a young lad there. He's a little bit naive. It's a shame because he's now probably panicking at home and getting all of the stress.
I've got no.
I understand, but a hospitality sector needs as much help as it can get. We don't need that. No. You should just serve people. If you're serving somebody from Biden or Liberal or Labour or Green, serve them. You don't have to like it. Just do the job and serve them. Everybody deserves equal respect.
As a bar person, your job is to serve the pints and smile.
Yeah, right.
It's not
it's
to
a shame
get
for
involved
him. He's made a silly mistake.
Anything else.
He's made a silly mistake.
And this is the problem.
Guy.
This is another thing with pubs now. Like I worked in pubs for a long, long time when I was a teenager and all that. And I could serve a 10 bar deep really quickly and I'd know who was next and I'd be smiling and serving in the pints and I wouldn't give a shit.
Regulars their normal ones and all this stuff.
Absolutely. Now, politics has come into it.
Yeah.
Your job is not to decide whether you like somebody or you don't like somebody. Your job is to pull their pint, take their money and move on.
Yeah.
But why he done that, I don't know. So is it education or something is totally in the wrong?
Well, no, it will be because
incorrect.
there are people. No, because we were talking about this earlier on my show this morning. You know, there are people who react. So I had Lady Cunningham in here. There are people who react to reform
like
in a
Satan,
way, in a way like there's some kind of weird fascist organisation that wants to, kill people, and it's mad. It's insane. But that's how they've been indoctrinated.
Like a Trump derangement syndrome kind of situation, isn't it? At the end of the day.
I actually don't think they are. I actually believe reform are like very central, and I think a lot of people would like them to be
They're becoming more and more central. They're becoming more and more central.
Which is why Rupert is a real threat to them because.
Well, Farage has said within 3 months he will stop the boats if he gets in power. So even that's
an
issue.
I actually don't believe anyone that says that because I don't think it's possible. I think
it is possible
in that time scale.
What, stopping the boats?
In 3 months, unless you went and stabbed all the boats.
Well, I said that. I mean, and the French did it once, but I said, if you stab every single boat with a Rambo
that's a
knife,
publicity stunt, that one.
Yeah, but you could do it, and then they couldn't.
But then you don't. On the other hand,
they can't get on the boat.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want these people here, but equally, I don't want them to die crossing the channel.
No, but they won't die if you
that.
puncture the boat before it goes in the water. They can't go in the water.
It's stopping the process.
It's not difficult. Put a bullet in it.
What's this new thing? Are they paying ridiculous amounts of money for them to police the beach?
660 million.
Well, basically, the old deal, which was 500 million quid for them to stop the boats leaving the beaches, which didn't work, ran out. The deal ran out literally at the beginning of April. So they've now renewed the deal.
So why are we paying any money? Because it's not working. Whatever we're doing is not working.
The whole system is cocked up
money.
because the people that are coming over, you don't blame them because they've given an opportunity, so they're going to come.
Of course,
the people in power
it's the system that's
wrong. Of course it is, yes.
At the end of the day, if you can leave one country that's shit and go to another country that's better and get your hotel, you're going to go, aren't you? You can't blame those people to a degree.
I used to say, look, it's a bit like me, flying to Los Angeles and turning up in Beverly Hills and going, I quite fancy living here.
Exactly.
What do you reckon?
You
give
get
me a
free
house.
hotel, free phone,
give me a house.
Exactly.
Check me into the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yes.
I can go to the Polo Lounge.
It's not your fault. If they're offering
it. It's not their fault.
No,
they're going to do what they're going to do. Don't get me wrong, it is their fault if they commit crimes when they're here and that. But the whole ideology of them coming here for a better life.
Yeah. don't disagree with you. Yeah.
is not actually their fault, is it?
No, I don't blame
the
them.
government's fault.
It's the government's fault. It's our fault, and the way that
Which
we
is
can
why
stop it.
you need to read Lionel Shriver's book, because she is called A Better Life. So she argues that they're coming here for a better life, but actually it's almost like greed, because we all want a better life, don't we?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So
I'd like to go and live in Beverly Hills. I can't afford to. I can't buy a house there. You know, Piers
I can't
Morgan's
afford
got a
to
house
live in
there.
London,
I
not
could
that one
pitch up
anyway.
at Piers' place and go. Do you fancy?
Well, you know him, yeah, you should ask him,
If I
right?
stay here for a while.
Can
I
I
mean,
Air-
you
can
might
I
say yes.
Airbnb? Can
Right.
I Airbnb
But you know,
this place?
it's ridiculous. And so the only way to stop it is to say to them, stop coming, and therefore stop making it attractive.
Absolutely.
Stop giving them anything. Stop giving them welfare. Stop giving them free
But I think
food
it's just common sense.
and
right? I
housing.
think everybody agrees. Nobody wants any people to die, but we just want it to
not.
stop. We want sensible leadership.
Yeah.
this is the problem, isn't it? There is no sensible.
It's a
There's
disrespect to
one
immigrants.
end of the spectrum to the other.
But a lot of
isn't it?
immigrants in this
There's
country,
like-
we can't say it's not the case that they've done fantastic for this country, education
Oh, gosh,
and all of this.
absolutely.
And it's a disrespect to those people, what they had to go through during the years that
Well,
they
some
were
of the
here.
most
And they say that themselves, don't they? They say,
Lots do.
my father had
In
to
the
do
wine
X,
industry.
Y, and Z to stay here. And we had
Sommeliers,
to do
many
this.
sommeliers that serve wines are coming
Yeah.
from other countries. They say, I had to come here, I had to suffer this. I never had any help.
No.
But now these people are
Well, this
coming
is
along.
it.
It's a disrespect.
Many of them,
immigrants now tarnished
yeah, many
with
of the
being a
biggest
dirty word.
critics of illegal immigration are people who have immigrated here.
We don't have a
Right?
happy medium,
true.
do we? We
It is
only have
true.
extremes on each level.
It's
That's
such a
the
shame.
problem.
It's so
you
easy
know?
to sort out, and this country was based on very good immigration, fantastic people that are here, and it's being ruined.
Yeah.
Well, look at like
But hey.
the Italian community. There's not far from me, like Bedford Way and stuff. There's a massive Italian community. In Northampton, where I live, we have a massive Eastern European community. But they are lovely, respectful people.
And they're here to work.
They're here to work.
Yeah,
They are
I agree.
professional.
I
Generally,
agree.
not all, but in the most, they are professionals. They are really family orientated.
Yep.
They really encourage
Yeah.
their children
Happy
to
to
do
be in
well.
the country.
Absolutely.
They still love their homeland, and if the World Cup happened, they may support their team over England. But that's normal.
And you know
Just
where like
common sense.
I live in like a leafy suburban kind of 1930s area
Sounds like
where it's all full of old
Not
people.
like Marilyn Hall's xenophobic village.
Did she?
She calls it the xenophobic village.
That's
She did.
where my
Yeah,
parents
yeah.
lived. Spot the black person. That is like I think there was like one Asian person the whole time we were growing
Yeah.
up living there. Anyway, so it's very diverse where I live, and but it's very there's a lot of old people
Yeah,
live
yeah.
there because obviously the houses are built in 1930s and they've lived there forever. And as they and you know what they get dated, these houses, don't they? The people haven't updated from the
Yeah.
aubergine bathroom and all
Right.
of that.
Aubergine bathroom, very good.
And then in come like the Polish and the Romanians and all these that happen to probably be builders, and they next door but one is done exactly the same to us. This house is fabulous. It's gone from this house where the old man grew flowers in a bucket of tile adhesive bucket,
Yeah.
and took his windows in and out 50 times when I lived there to paint them, to this like loft conversion and this like it's fabulous what he's done.
Yeah.
And in actual fact, it makes our area look better, you know,
Yeah.
because all of these like
Exactly.
Polish and Lithuanian that are moving in, buying all the houses where the old dears have died off, love them,
Hard-working
and doing
people-
all these
hard-working
doing all these
people.
houses.
But there is
Yeah.
a thing,
I
though,
agree.
about the fact that England has become very much a place where other people come. Right, where I live in London, it is down like towards Canary Wharf
You've
on
got
the
too
on the
much money.
south side. Yeah, I have. Yeah, but don't worry, I've got plenty of kids that are spending it on my behalf. In the I moved in there in 2008. So in the sort of 16 or so years that I've lived there, 18 years actually, it's become full of foreigners. And I don't mean by that, people from different continents. I just mean like Europeans.
Yeah.
There's hardly any English people living there anymore, because partly Canary Wharf used to be the sort of people would have houses there, flats there, because they'd work in Canary Wharf during the week.
expensive.
Yeah.
And
My friend lives
no,
there.
but I mean, most of Canary Wharf now has been gutted because a lot of the big banks they don't want you in there every day.
I honestly don't
right?
know how people afford to live in London. My house would be at least double in London.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
But these people worked hard. One of my best friends is Lithuanian. He's got the champagne bar that I own. Hard-working person, paying into the system, respects the system. He's always
Yeah.
going to be Lithuanian, and his wife.
And for a lot of people, they
he
have to live in
respects the
London in one way,
country.
shape or form, because that's where the job is. I mean, my son,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
youngest
yeah.
son, is working now, and he's staying with, he's not there much because he travels around a lot, but he's basically in my place because he hasn't got enough money to even
I think-
rent. because even to rent a room
It's like my
in a
younger
house
sister, she lives
is
at
about
home.
£1,000 a month for a room.
And if you're only
Right.
earning 3
Yeah.
grand, 3 grand a month, that's
And he's making
you know.
probably 2.5 a month or
Yeah.
something like that.
Which
And
is
he
still a
can't-
good wage.
It's still not
Yeah.
bad. But
But,
it's
you
for
know.
London. It's actually not even the average. The average salary in London now is 50,000, right?
London waiting.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the average salary, and you're not living well on 50
No, you're
grand
not.
a year.
You're
This
not.
is it,
You're
you
really
know?
not.
Something's wrong. Anyway, we've done the cocktail.
So
We
what are we
have.
on now?
It just needs a name. That's
Oh,
one
no,
thing.
we've got to name a cocktail.
The gingerbread man.
I think ginger.
Gingerbread man, that's funny.
Well,
yeah.
when we had the Angela
Ginger.
Rayner,
So
we
it
had
could be a
the
little bit-
botanical.
What's
It's very-
ginger mean
it's
to-
well, we
very-
had the ginger.
It's
Remember,
very
you had the
Growl.
ginger
Ginger
growl.
growl.
The ginger growl.
No, the ginger growl was the winner of the
Yeah,
of the,
it was.
Angela Rayner's
So
favourite
is
So
drink.
it
maybe we could
ginger?
call that
Ginger
growl.
growler.
Ginger growl, not
Ginger
growler.
No, that
No,
could be a
just
bit
growl.
risky. Yeah.
Ginger growl
Ginger growl.
without
Ginger
the
growl.
ER. Yeah,
Yeah.
How
I
about
like that. I could drink that a lot.
Yeah.
Ginger growl it is,
Two
everybody.
ginger growls, my fine fellow.
That was really
I
pleasant.
really liked it.
Yeah.
I really like that rosé. That's good.
Well, do you know what
It's
you should do?
obviously
all
because we've done the Marilyn.
And we've done it all
Marilyn-
in. Oh, crikey.
Dear
See,
Marilyn,
I was going
look.
to take that one home. That's so much for that one.
No, you're not now.
Well, unless I'm the Green Party, I can make it fit back up again. I don't know, but
Zach.
that help.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. That was really good. So we're going to do our. Is it the
it's
last
pushing
wine?
my
No, we've got
glasses
two
out.
more. We've still got two more to do, everybody.
2 more.
No, we've got
Already.
we got the Starmer wine. I need to help with pronunciation on this wine when we get to it. It's 2009 vintage Chardonnay, so we've
Okay.
had it quite
Not
a few years.
ABC.
No, it's
Anything but
EFG.
Chardonnay.
Oh no,
Are you not a fan of
it's-
Chardonnay?
No.
It might not
Well,
be
we'll
an
leave you
oaky
out
one,
on this
though.
one. We don't
Oh,
mind.
absolutely.
But if it's not an oaky
No.
one, do you
Oh,
not
no,
like
I
those
don't
oaky
like-
ones?
I
Remember
like
the-
oaky
Do you
ones.
remember those oaky Australian ones
It's
they used to give you?
disgusting.
Yeah,
It
horrible.
tasted like you're drinking
Would
a
you mind
barbecue.
Yeah.
giving? Would you mind giving us your opinion,
I
please,
will.
on this one? Thank you very much.
Me, give my opinion. I don't do
Yes.
such things.
No, no.
That would be
absolutely.
shocking, yeah.
So we've got one. I
You know,
thought was quite good.
Most
for,
ridiculous question of the
It's a
day.
posh
quite good
bottle
for
though, isn't
Starmer.
it?
So we've got the cunt slur, Chardonnay, Künstler. Sorry, excuse my pronunciation.
Yeah, it's a German.
It's the German.
Künstler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Keir
So-
Starmer's a kunstler.
yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Keir Starmer's a kunstler. I mean, it works, doesn't it?
Keir
Information. This is not me. This is them. Okay, I did not say that.
Oh.
No. Yeah, for the purposes of probationary hearings, we've
I'm already in trouble with them.
we've taken her
this
hostage
week.
and we're making her say things that she doesn't believe.
No.
It's as simple as that.
This
But
is-
also,
this has
worst
come from our
question of
cellar.
worst question of the day goes to you, to Lucy Connolly.
Go on.
Would you mind giving us your opinion?
That's very good. Yeah.
I'm not allowed.
I wasn't
No.
attacked too much. He done a very subtle reply.
No.
This boy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
he doesn't know
absolutely
me
right.
very well.
Kunstler.
That looks like it should be fizzy though in that bottle.
It
is
is
it
Well, it is a
but
bit.
Fizzy
it's-
Chardonnay.
No, but it's
Oh,
been
dear
aged a
Lord.
long time in there. So
Are you saying this is a Chardonnay?
I'm not sure about that.
It is the
A fizzy
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Oh,
Let me
no,
tell
I
you-
don't even like the smell of that.
Really?
Let me tell you more. So this has been in our cellar for a number of years. Remember we sometimes bring a bottle that's had
Yes.
about 10 years
Yeah,
age
yeah.
in our cellar.
Look at it. It looks like someone's pissed in the glass.
It
It
does.
does.
Smell it. The smell.
No, it's nasty.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
please.
tastes like plastic. It
Give
smells
it-
like
give it-
plastic.
give it a minute.
But you say that about quite a few things.
It tastes like an
smells
access
plastic.
card or a...
I don't think that about Bollinger and Rhino.
No.
It's
true.
not too bad on the nose.
I'm not
We've
sure.
got golden fruits. We've
It's
got a bit of
gold- it's
vanilla.
golden.
Golden
all
shower,
right.
more like.
This is a hard guest here.
Such a filth bag.
Sorry, I can't help it. This
Well,
is
that-
the clean version, by
That
the way.
was me the
It
other
gets a
day,
lot
and I
worse.
ordered some new jewellery, and
This
it
is
was
good.
pearls. And my daughter went, "You're giving me Bonnie Blue vibes, Mum."
Oh my god, that is shocking, isn't it? That is shocking.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
This is really good. The bubbles have gone because
This is
it's
actually
been
all right. I don't mind it.
No,
Well, I'm
Tastes better
upset.
than it smells.
tastes coconutty.
Yeah, that's good. Coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit tropical.
Why would you say that? Why tropical? Can I see the bottle?
How
by the way?
it evolves
Where's it from? Where's Chardonnay from? Peanut.
all around the world. So, but
So-
this wine itself is from Germany.
It's German.
So Mr. Flash of Twitter tells me
Mr. Flash of Twitter.
he'll know who I am.
Okay.
He'll
Go on.
know who he is.
Yeah.
Chardonnay
You got
Brut.
that
Deutsche
He
Sekt.
says to me, I can't write off a whole grape because you drink
Yeah,
thank
Sauvignon,
you.
you drink this. It's all,
Yeah.
and I say I can because
Well, Mr. Flash, I sympathise, sir.
it's.
Well, do you know what's interesting? And,
No,
and
it's
people, and
not
I
really.
learned this
Tastes
many
like a
years ago.
Bounty.
Many years ago.
I usually like Bounty. When
You like
said the-
Chablis, right?
It's not that far
I don't
off
mind Chablis.
Right. Do you know it's a Chardonnay grape?
I know, this is the argument everyone has with me. You can't write off a
Because Chablis-
Chardonnay grape because lots of different wines are
Yeah.
from Chardonnay grapes, but that's not for me.
Okay. I don't mind it.
It
I like
tastes
it.
like...
It's good. We usually open a bottle to test it before. It's
I
what
quite
we
like
had.
that.
Yeah,
It's got a bit of substance
That's
to it.
my least favourite of every
right?
wine we've had.
It's chewy. Is what I would say. Chewy.
It's chewy backer.
Yeah, not
Like
chewy
Star
backer.
Wars.
It tastes like coconut milk.
That's nice. Actually, you're getting there. Coconut milk in the tins that you get to cook with.
Yeah.
I agree. West of Frankfurt, and this is... It's hard to find now, this vintage. You can't find it. So you'd be paying £50, £60 plus
Wow.
per bottle. Yeah.
Rubbish.
See, look, you don't like the expensive stuff.
I don't. I like the £7 bottle.
This
It's
is
my
the top
favourite.
quality labelling, okay? It's traditional method, so same as champagne.
Consular.
But-
I just like saying it.
Agreeing with you, and I
That's the
understand...
Starmer. Chardonnay.
Yeah, that's
Kunstler.
important. That's the important thing is the Kunstler. But I don't disagree with you. It's not been produced to drink many years after. So the person that grew it...
2009 though.
So I've got to finish that
quite
today, in other
old.
words.
You can do,
So
yeah.
if I take that home today...
That's your task.
I need to finish it
and
tonight.
we need a
So a
picture
teaspoon
of you.
won't do that.
Selfie.
Yeah, that's fine. I can
You
do
don't
that.
need a teaspoon on that at the top because there's no bubbles to protect. But it's not been...
Oh,
drunk.
so it's not sparkling?
It is sparkling, but the bubbles have gone because we've
Yeah,
had
they
it for
have.
10
It looks
years
flat now.
Oh, okay.
in
Right.
our collection.
So you would drink it as if it was
imagine
wine then?
saying you're going to eat or drink something that's 10 years old. You'd be like that. But if it's wine, it's
Excuse me?
fine.
Yeah. So I think we go.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure where we're
No,
going there.
don't do
anyway,
that.
back to Gary Glitter.
Yes, Gary Gritter,
yeah.
rock and roll, whatever it is.
Did he have his own wine selection?
I don't even know. I don't want to taste it.
Charlie Minogue
I
Jim,
does.
Jimmy Savile did. I
Charlie
think.
Minogue just.
Cliff Richard did.
I would not willingly pay
Sorry,
for that.
I'm
Carly
not sure
Minogue
there's
did.
any connection there.
Brad Pitt does. A few
And
people
Angelina
do.
Jolie. Well, they're
Yeah.
Mirabeau, aren't they?
Sting. Sting.
Is it Mirabeau?
It is one of the
Or
mirror.
Mirabelle.
Not Mirabeau.
Mirabelle, maybe.
Which one's that?
Angelina Jolie and Brad
Angelina
Pitt.
Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Rosé.
That's a champagne as well.
No,
No, they've got a
champagne
vineyard
as well.
in the south of France. I think
Can you Google it,
it's
Charlotte?
I think it's
please?
Mirabeau. Look at
I
her
thought
now.
they
She's ordering you
invested
around
in
now.
champagne
This is
as well,
great.
but I might be wrong.
It's a rosé, but it's actually
No, they
okay.
do a whole-
Mirabeau
it's-
is the really they do. That's one of my favourite.
Mirabeau do
roses.
studio, don't they?
I probably won't say this right. Mirabeau Etoile.
Mirabeau. Etoile.
Yeah.
That one in the fat bottle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one
I
of
know
my
what you mean.
favourite.
What
rosés.
about is the Brad Pitt and Angelina one?
Mirabelle or Mirror? It's
the
very
studio.
similar. It's
Do you know
studio.
It's
Yes,
studio,
it is
isn't
studio.
Because
You're
I
right.
buy
You can
studio
hear
because
it
I
typing
used to
away.
for a while for a long time,
Is that
especially
okay,
when I was making a
actually?
bucket load of money. I used to buy Whispering Angel, but actually
I think they were-
Miraval.
Miraval. Yes,
Miraval,
Mirror
that's
something,
it.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
But studio, I think, for 12 quid is a much better buy
Is
than...
it 12
than-
quid?
Yeah, it's 12, 10, 11, 12 quid
I think
usually.
it's gone up now. You know, I think it's more
Well,
like
I
18.
bought some at Sainsbury's the other day, and I think it was 12 quid. And now Whispering Angel is like 21, 22.
Tesco?
And it's just not worth it. You
No,
know?
I
the
Because
price
it's
will keep
actually
going down,
not
I think.
it's not as tasty as studio, I don't think.
But it's a massive trend. It's massive. So
It's
it's like
because it
it's
got the
Moet
name,
Chandon.
didn't it?
Moet Chandon, the Imperial label is massive. Everybody knows it. It's one of the most basic champagnes.
Yeah.
Dare I say? I don't want to have any issues. My personal opinion is one of the worst. But everybody knows the
I'm
brand.
not a
so you're
fan
going
of
to have
Moet.
it.
I'm not
No,
a fan.
I'm not. My
I don't.
favourite everyday champagne is Bollinger.
Yeah. But that's not really an everyday one. is it? Let's face
Yeah, but you
it.
can. You
know.
can have the basic Bollinger.
Do you know? But I mean, a household name. Everybody knows Bollinger, don't
Yeah.
they? So you've got Lanson, Moet,
Yeah.
Bollinger, all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
My favourite of all of them is
Moet.
Bolly. Moet.
Moet. Yeah, but Bollinger's a step up because it's another 10 or 20 quid. It's,
It's
like
a Sean-
60
it's a
quid.
Sean
I only
It's
buy it
60
when it's
quid a
on
bottle.
offer. It's
Yeah.
not, no,
It's
I've
60
never
quid.
paid 60 quid
No,
for it.
but it's 60 quid normal, right? And if you get an offer, it's 42 or something like that. But it's still more than you would pay for. So a bottle of
My
Mum's.
Twitter mate sent me a magnum of Bollinger when I came out.
Okay, superb.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, fantastic. When you were
Bollinger.
inside, did you miss things? Did you think about?
I knew
did
my
you
family.
dream?
No, I
but
didn't-
did you
I
like
didn't
dream?
really
You know,
say
what people say when
family.
you're in prison.
I don't know how you do.
You kind of
deal with
dream
that.
of things that you can't
Just
do.
food, meat.
Really?
Meat. Like, you don't eat
dream
the
of
meat in
meat?
prison, it's rotten. Like pigeon leg.
Yeah.
Pigeon leg.
No, it's the chicken leg, but it's
Oh.
the left chicken, and I never ate one. It was rotten.
It sounds it.
And the only protein I think I ate in prison the whole time was tuna. Like,
Yeah.
I
Tinge,
didn't,
I know a few people said that. Like,
didn't
tinge
eat the
tuna.
meat because the meat, I don't even know what it was.
It's like worse than hospital food.
Worse than hospital food. The food in prison is just carb. And then, you know, people expect you to come out of prison looking like some kind of wafer. Obviously, I came out looking like a whale because it's carb.
But you're not got
And
any
you're
chance
so
to.
idle. You're so idle. Yes, you go to the gym once a day and whatever, but the rest of the time,
You're just lying in bed.
you're lying in bed watching the telly, watching Sky News. You know, like because that's the only thing you
That's
got.
really bad.
I must say that.
So did you not have a laptop or anything like that? You couldn't watch online stuff?
Books are my saviour in prison. I used to read about. I could easily do 2 books a day when, you know, on a good
What's
day.
your favourite book?
I really like the Kirsten Hannah books, you know, like the Nightingale
Yeah.
and all of that. She was my favourite author while I was in prison. I think.
Okay.
You had to. Like,
We've never done that. You know, we've
Occupy.
done. What was your first
That's-
record that you
that is
bought?
true.
We've done. We've
Yeah.
never done. What's your
Yeah.
favourite
My
book?
first book that I bought must
That's
have
'cause Chris
been.
can't read.
It would
Sorry,
either
that's
have
just
been Secret Seven
I
or
can, but I've got some notes here, everybody. I've got
Secret
some
Seven
notes
or
here.
Famous Five, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
see, that
I
was.
And
like
then
that.
I moved on to Point Horror.
I had famous. That's the first books I read was
Oh, I
Famous
love
Five.
Famous
When I
Five.
start, when I
Yeah.
started
21
out, I
books or
read.
so.
Enid Blyton.
Oh, yeah,
When I
really,
was a
really
kid, the big thing was
Watership Down.
Pan's Book
Oh,
of
yeah.
Horror, and you used to get horror stories because I used to love horror films, right? And so there was these, and you'd buy these books, and they would have 7 different short stories of you know, various sort of horror-related things. And then, but then as I got a bit older, I remember when I was 12, I bought The Exorcist, which was a movie that came out.
I think you need an exorcist.
And yeah, but also The Godfather. Page 26 of The Godfather. Anyone will tell
Page
you.
26.
Page 26. If you're a young man,
We'll Google that.
Google page 26 of The Godfather.
Why young man?
Because it's the first sex scene.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
the
when
bit- oh,
Sonny,
okay.
it's when Sonny shags the bridesmaid at the wedding.
In a.
And you know,
Oh,
you just, I
it's
just
described.
just kept rereading it for you know, you should read it on the tube. It was great. Page 26.
For someone that doesn't like the old Chardonnay,
I know,
you've got
but
the
that's
smallest.
me. I am that person. This is
Before I sit
horrible.
mine.
Now Oliver normally has a question of the
I wouldn't
week
buy
for
that.
us.
I wouldn't willingly buy that though, and I don't like Chardonnay.
It's no problem.
For the record, I do not like Chardonnay.
Yeah.
So do you not ever buy this lady?
So do you like Chardonnay or not? Just tell us.
A, B, C.
Right.
Anything but Chardonnay. Yeah.
How about the Kunstler?
Yeah.
I think it's.
I think that's the only reason I'm drinking it because I'm thinking
You're
like.
thinking of Starmer? Yeah.
well,
I agree.
Oh, I don't want him inside me. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Don't even go there. This
Well,
is.
don't worry.
Oh.
He's on the other bus. Anyway,
He sat down having an X-ray, seeing if any of those.
he's looking for his
He's on the
wife
chair.
currently.
He's on the
chair.
He's on the X-ray chair. Yeah,
He
I
is,
love that
yeah.
X-ray chair story.
Yeah.
It's a true story. That is.
I know, I believe you.
100%
Can you imagine
true.
trying to smuggle in one of these? Well,
Listen,
do you know what?
I think- I don't think you go there.
I bet that somebody has legit put one of them up their arse before and got it
Wow.
into prison.
as long as the cork don't come out.
That's
gonna be
why
another thing.
certain prisons are
there's a lot to be said for that.
absolutely flooded with drugs. Because if you're a remand prison where people are coming off the street, they put them up the bum. Come in, deal
Yeah.
them in the prison.
Yeah.
And how do you actually stop that?
Yeah.
You
that was
can't.
another book I read, Papillon, where they talked about they called them chargers because they were on Devil's Island and they weren't allowed to really have anything, and so everything they had, if it was money or jewels or anything,
Went
put
somewhere.
in up their arse.
One
Shocking,
way-
really.
For the camera, asses are for one-way traffic only.
That's what I say. Yeah,
For
absolutely.
the camera.
For the camera.
No.
What were you going to say?
For always.
What was
Like
the
that is
question?
not.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
No, we don't. No,
No.
we don't
what
go
was
there.
the question that you had?
Do you remember
The
the
question.
first wine you've ever drunk and then the first wine that you've ever liked?
The first
Oh,
one I
nice.
ever drank must have been something like a fucking Ernest Gallo or an Echo Falls or
Oh,
something
Echo
like
Falls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Gallo, it's the
And
California
used to
Gallo
drink it
stuff.
like Ribena, and now
Yeah.
it's to me it's
Barefoot.
rotten.
Echo
kind of
Falls
things.
is like you might as well drink a load of chemicals. It's got so much shit
I
in
never
it.
liked wine until I got to about late 30s, and then my favourite was Whispering Angel, and then I've supped that ever since. Really, like Provence, like yeah.
How funny.
Prosecco. I'm not really a cheap wine lady. I don't like cheap wines. Apart from that one, that's very nice.
It's not that cheap though, £7.50.
It's not that
Where can you
cheap.
buy a bottle of wine for £7?
Well, he brought one in from Aldi's the other day for £4.99.
I bet that gave you a headache though.
But it was okay.
It was all right.
It's all right. It was
I'm
okay.
going to have a headache now. Look at all these different things.
I mean,
Stick to one, they say. Stick
Yeah.
to one.
We've got one more to do. And
Can't do that here.
to it.
Really?
Do you remember your
Well, do you know, I was going to say, what I do remember my first kind of proper...
Well done.
First time I got drunk
ABC.
properly, I was about 14 years old, and I was in Spain, and my parents used to belong to this golfing society, because my dad worked in newspapers, and it was the European Press Golfing Society, and I was quite...
Such working class.
I know. I was quite a good golfer. My parents were working class, though. We weren't rich. And we were in a place called Andalucía, down by
I know that well.
the south, near Puerto Banús, right? Andalucía Plaza was where we were staying. And I won the tournament at age 14 because I was that good. And
As you do it.
as you do.
Yeah.
And I had to go up and get the prize, but somebody started giving me sangria on the table, right?
Spanish sangria
Spanish
is deadly
sangria.
as well, though, isn't it?
And I was
real,
so-
On the
real
beach.
sangria.
And I'd never been,
Yeah.
I'd never really drunk anything in my life, right? And I was drinking away.
Yeah.
And I went up to get the cup or whatever it was, and I just remember as I picked it up and I went to walk off the stage, I just went down on my knee. I just down on my knees. I couldn't get up.
Hello.
What's
Yeah.
the really famous golf courses out that way?
Well, there's
So my husband always plays.
there's all the. I was thinking,
There's
I'm
loads
thinking-
out in
There's
Marbella.
so many. Well, Marbella. There's Marbella courses.
No. I'm not thinking that. There's where they play the big competitions.
Well, Andalucía was quite
Charlotte's.
was quite a
Google
big
Marbella
place.
golf clubs.
I can picture the place that we played because it's up in the hills. Eh?
Where?
Higgeren.
No.
No, there's a place like slightly up into the mountains, which we played actually because I used to go down there with a friend of mine.
Do PGA golf courses Marbella?
Yeah, PGA Marbella, and you'll find them.
My husband, when I first met him, used to go there all the time with his mates who used to do naughty, bad things. And
Naughty bad thing.
Well, if you go to Puerto Banús, that's the only reason you go there.
one time they
Right.
went there, right? They went
Sinatra's
they
bar and all
yeah,
that.
all that. They went
Yeah.
to the golf clubs and they stayed in this apartment on the harbour in Puerto Banús.
Yeah.
And all week they were like, "Why is there no kitchen in this place? We just want a glass of water." The last day, they were like pulled the kitchen curtain and there was this big kitchen there because all they were bothered about is where the golf clubs
Yeah,
are
right.
going and all
Right.
of that kind of thing.
PG golf.
No,
Better have this.
no, it's up in the
I
hills.
feel like I need to
I'll
ring
do it.
my
You
husband.
know what? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh yeah,
'cause I'll
give
know
a call
what
to your
look for.
husband and just say, "Excuse me."
And anyway, so I said to him, so I know damn well all of them lot go on yachts of prostitutes, right? On this Marbella. So I
Okay.
said, you better not do that.
Yeah.
And I will check the bank account. So do you know what he did? He drew
Go on.
everything out in cash.
Yeah, like you do.
Naughty, very naughty.
Atalaya.
No.
Atelier Park, Los
You're
Monteros
getting
is
closer,
one.
I think.
Los Monteros.
Valderrama. Valderrama.
Valderrama, yes.
And where
Yeah.
else?
Wasn't that a BBC flop?
No,
No.
it is
Yeah, it's
Valderrama.
Valderrama,
isn't it?
yeah. Valderrama,
and
yeah.
there's a couple of really famous
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's similar.
golf clubs
similar.
out there that they
Yeah,
all
no,
play
there
at.
are. Yeah,
But
Real
that's why
Club
they go-
Valderrama.
that's why they go
well,
out
we
there to
stayed, I mean,
play.
when I went out later, because I used to go there quite a lot as a journalist as well, and we'd stay at the Marbella Club.
You've been.
Oh,
which
we've
was
been
right
there.
there,
We've been,
you know,
my mum and
which
dad had a
is-
timeshare there,
yeah.
so we used to go there quite
I
a
once
lot.
ordered a cheese sandwich there for room service. It was 25 quid, and that was back in like the early kind of 2000s or late 90s or something. 25 quid for a cheese
That's a
sandwich.
monster amount.
No, I know. And there's another place that was further up into the hills that I can't remember because I'm thinking of all the Portuguese
gonna
places.
think in a minute.
I'm thinking of all the. Did he ever go to
Valderrama.
Portugal as well?
No, he's not
'Cause
done
Portugal was like
Portugal.
Quinta
It's
del Lago
Spain and Marbella
and San Lorenzo and all those kind of places. There's loads of it. I mean, but Brits used to just go down there all the time. It was Costa del Crime, we used to call it, because it was also full
Yeah.
of criminals.
Back
You know,
then,
and
yeah,
hookers.
80s, yeah.
Yeah,
My
I remember.
daughter
I remember
plays them
sitting
as
in. We went down there once to find this woman who'd run away from home and left her 2 kids.
Charlotte, Google famous golf courses, Marbella.
They had the second series of Our Wiedersehen down there.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, there was that.
Are you a golfer? No.
There was that.
Are you a golfer?
No. I'm not.
Do you remember
19th
that? There was a soap opera. Do you remember the soap opera El Dorado?
Oh yeah, I
Which
love
was
that.
filmed
I
down
loved
there,
El
right?
Dorado.
Yeah, exactly.
And we would go down there, and when I was doing stuff for the News of the World, we'd go down and do that. But we used to go to quite often. We go to Puerto Banús, and I remember sitting there one time, and there was these 2 very beautiful women sitting next to us there, and we were here, they were there, and this really horrible looking bloke turned up in a Mercedes sports car, who looks a bit like the guy who used to run Chanel. You know, what was his name? Kurt Geiger.
Okay.
Okay.
Or whatever his name was, can't remember. No, it wasn't Kurt Geiger.
Cobain.
Carl.
Karl Lagerfeld. right? Karl Lagerfeld, who looked like a gargoyle. I mean, he was horrible. But this guy looked exactly like him. And he was driving past in this
With a
Mercedes
nice
open-topped sports car. And he looked at these two women and just
they
went like
do?
that. And
What
they
did they
just
do?
jumped in the car and he drove off.
Yeah.
And that was it.
What the fuck
and
am I
I'm
doing
like,
wrong?
I remember
Eh?
being
know.
in Jack's, which is like the American diner on Port of Banús Harbour, and I was eating. My daughter was about 3 or 4, and I was with my husband, and we were in there. And anyway, they were filming Tower. You know, the only way is
Yeah.
Essex out there. And at the time, I love a bit of James Locke. He's all right. He knows a bit of me. So who walks in? James Locke and all this. So I went to the toilet and I came back and I sat down and Ray went, James Locke's sitting there. I went, shut up. No, he is. No, he is. Shut up. He's literally in the booth behind me. So I got brave. And I got up and I said, I know you guys having dinner.
Can I
Will
have
you
your
photo?
autograph?
Can I have your photo? So I, out they come with it, and then my daughter's in the background going, no, not quite like that, but you know, she's a life ruiner. So yeah, that's my claim to fame. I met James Locke and the Towie lot in Jack's in Port of Banús
well, that was
Harbour
all
and I
like
had my
where Gary
photo.
Lineker's brother used to have his club before he
That was
saw the lights.
Lineker's
Lineker's,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Navy
lovely
Bar.
Gary Lineker.
And now
We
he's
love him, don't we?
you know, gone all straight and decided he's going to give up drinking and he's not going to do any more shagging and it's
Nearly
all.
died, didn't
Yeah, he had a heart attack, I think. Yeah.
This is not Cockburns, as I know. This is Coburns.
Coburns, yeah, we had to
I
tell him
learnt
this.
that, I
Well,
know.
thought it was
What's
called.
a cheeky Vimto? A Blue Wicked and Blue Wicked.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard that.
Oh, no.
You never
that-
had a cheeky Vimto?
No. You need to educate us, please.
A Blue Wicked and Port.
Why would you put
Blue
Blue
Wicked
Wicked,
in
in Port?
Don't knock it till you've
You
tried
can't
it.
throw that
No.
away. That's a really good one.
I don't want to.
you to
No, I'm
throw
going to
it
drink
away.
it.
So
I can-
relax.
But I'm not
Relax.
going anywhere, right?
You
No.
love it. You just said you love it. I've finished.
I
This is
quite
your
like
studio.
it. I quite like it. But
Yes.
because I'm savouring it.
I didn't like it, but I drank
You know,
it.
I'm not knocking it back like
And I
some kind of,
certainly
you know,
wouldn't buy
hooker.
it.
I think that was.
Lost my rabbit.
I'm a cheapskate.
How long have we
my
been going, by the
favourite
way?
so
Yeah,
far
but it
is
doesn't. Yeah, but
£7.
wine is all about.
Oh, right, we should knock it on the head then.
Individual taste, absolutely.
This is now,
There's no
you know,
right
we've
or
been
wrong.
filming this for an hour and 37 minutes, so we should probably knock it on the head
Oh, crikey.
soon.
Really?
Yeah, well, only because an hour and a half is about right.
Yeah, it is.
We don't mind, it doesn't matter. The great thing about
okay.
running your own TV company is
can
that
do
you
it.
can go
And
as long
edit
as you
it.
want.
It is.
Well, no, we don't
And
need
now
to
I'm
edit
39.
it.
We started it just after 12.
That's what I'm saying.
No wonder
Because you
I'm
don't
pissed.
know. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like it.
It
Because
doesn't
we
know.
do
That-
this,
that
right?
But it
smells
flows so
We
well.
do this and it's just a conversation.
It's been amazing.
You know?
This is obviously the last thing we're going to do, and Mike's just caught up
There we go.
because
I'm ready.
it's
You're the one slowing us down, having
So-
to go at us saying
Sorry,
we're
darling,
taking
you know,
too long.
it's the
Sorry.
world's most well-known premium port brand. So it's It's from Portugal.
When you say that, I always have to correct you because
me.
there is only one
Graham's.
premium
I
port
know,
brand
but we need to get
called
the right one.
Graham's.
I know.
Why have you not brought me Graham's?
Because we have everything
you didn't get it
planned
for
out.
free.
Mike, we have things planned out, so we have
Right.
to plan it in advance.
Okay.
So there's reasons
All
for
right, I'll
that.
tell you what, here's
Yeah.
a challenge for you.
Yes, sir. Tell
So
us.
when we do the live show next Wednesday, do you want to come to
You're
that?
never
by the way?
going live.
We're doing a live show at Shepherd Ridge Empire, the
I
O2.
can't. No, I can't.
But Oliver's doing the
Charlotte
cocktail
will
We're
do
doing
that.
a live show, right? We're going to blow
Does
everybody's
it
socks
involve
off.
wine?
Well,
I
it
might
will because
change
he's
my
coming.
plans.
Because he's coming.
Magnums.
No, he's coming at the end. We're going to
Say?
do Plonk of the Week at the end of the show. So it's like 2 hour
Can I
show.
do that?
Oh,
You
no,
come-
we're
yeah.
going to do Plonk of the Week before that, but they don't know. We're going to be tasting. So-
No,
I'll have to see. I might
see if you
change
can.
plans,
Anyway,
but-
talk to Charlotte. But if you want to
Yeah.
come and just
I'm
watch
going to be in
it,
so
or
much
you want to
trouble.
be
I'm
on
away
it,
all weekend.
whatever you fancy doing. Anyway,
Come along.
bring some Graham's fucking port if you don't mind. All right?
Okay. Yeah. Well, we've got the cocktail. So
Okay.
we've planned the cocktail.
MG cocktail.
We've planned the wine.
Okay.
And then we've got the Magnum champagne for
Excellent.
everybody as well. So everything has to be pre-planned.
Right.
So we have to go down into the
I get
cellar.
that, and I
You should
appreciate
get
that.
all the
But it
audience
is
to bring
your
a bottle.
show.
And
I get it.
Yeah, no, bring your own bottle. It'd be
It
great.
is your show, so
Yeah.
we understand. Of course, you
Yeah.
do. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be fun. That you've got
I
loads of
know,
people,
but
you've got
I've
loads
got
of
so
Mike's
much
audiences coming. Looking forward to it.
We've
We can
sold
see.
like
The last time
800
I was in
tickets.
Shepherd's
It'd be
Bush
great.
Empire,
Yeah.
I was at Gary Barlow's 40th birthday party, just saying.
There you go. Well, see, I'm going to be treading the same boards.
Well, he was there.
And not
800,
only
wow.
Gary
And I was
Barlow,
with Peter Kay.
but
Peter
David
Kay,
Bowie's played
brilliant.
there, right? The Rolling Stones have played there. It's an incredible venue. It
I don't know
really
if I
is.
can drink this.
This is just doesn't matter if you don't
Let's have
want
a
to.
look.
Don't worry. It's
So what's
aging-
the reason for port? Just
just a relaxing thing. This is a very
palate
relaxing.
Actually
cleanser.
quite nice.
To do, but yeah, exactly.
I like
so
it
it's
all.
relaxing. It's just mellow towards
alright.
the end of a conversation.
No, I like a port.
Yeah.
Do you know what's really good is a white port?
Port and Stilton.
Have you tried a white
It's
port?
very rare, but not many people know that. But
White
yes,
port
you
in
can
the
do.
summer
I always,
with ice.
when
It's like a white burgundy.
Yeah.
You
if I
can
can never think of what to buy my dad as a present for something, I'll always buy him a bottle of port because he likes a bottle of port.
Well, you
I like
should
port.
buy Graham's port for that as well. in that case.
I'm going to go to M&S, but I'll buy him Graham's
Buy
We'll
Graham's
make sure the next
I'll
port.
send it
Also,
to
do you know
someone.
what it's also good for?
Graham's for
So
you.
if you're making a spaghetti bolognese, right, and you would normally put a little bit of red wine in it.
I don't put red wine. I put white wine in my stroganoff, but I don't actually put red wine in
all
my...
right.
Red one with beef.
Well, I'll tell
is-
you what. If you're making, and I'm not going to try and teach you to suck eggs, but if you put a little bit of port in, amazing.
That tastes way better than it smells.
It's a really good taste.
No, I don't like the smell of it, but it's,
Yeah,
it's
no,
really nice.
Yeah.
We've had
very
this
fruity.
about 10 or 15 years in the cellar. So it's
Is this the time to retell the port story as to how they discovered port?
How did they discover?
Do you want to tell
I
us
don't
that
know
story?
this story.
They discovered port because in the old days, I don't know how long ago, but probably call it 300 years ago, when we were doing sort of clipper ships to places, and they would export whiskey to Spain and Portugal from Scotland and on ships, and they would send it in barrels, and then the barrels would come back with red wine in, and when they came back from Spain, they didn't have the whiskey barrels. They came back on their own, so they gave them a new barrel. So that was red wine that came in. That was fine. But the Portuguese used the same barrel, so they put the red wine into the barrel and had the whiskey in, and they got it back to Scotland and went, bloody hell,
It aged.
this
So
is
is that
good.
what port is then?
It's
Whiskey
fortified.
and
It's
red
fortified
wine?
wine. Well, no,
Yeah,
it's just
fortified
fortified
wine.
wine.
It's
So it's got
fortified,
alcohol,
yeah.
other alcohol
Yeah.
in it,
Yeah.
and that's how.
It's-
And they
it's-
went, this is great, and that's
Because
how
I
they
don't
discovered
like
it.
red wine as a rule. I don't mind
lucky
it.
we didn't
but
do
I don't love it.
Anything here.
But that's very nice.
It's nice.
It's just a relaxing thing, like if you have a nice evening
You need
with
some
people.
cheese.
Yeah.
You
Charlotte.
do need some cheese, but we can't because the boss said no. So for,
Well,
for
Pooch
now-
doesn't like us eating.
Yeah, I
He's
understand
got a
that.
rule.
Who
Yeah,
doesn't like his eating?
He doesn't like us eating on the air because
Well,
you
yeah,
hear
it's a bit
because you hear
uncouth.
people
It's just a
chewing.
bit
Blue cheese with this is amazing.
I don't like blue cheese,
But
but
that's
that's
amazing.
that's
Trust
my
me.
go-to present for my dad.
Yeah.
A really expensive piece of Stilton and a really nice
Yeah.
bottle
Yeah.
of port.
Yeah.
So these are aged like in wooden barrels, etc. So
Yeah.
maybe in whatever's been in there before. So it's just a nice
That's nice. It's
relaxation.
very nice. That is.
Coming towards the end of
Totally.
the show. But this has been
Lovely.
amazing. Thank you
It's been a
very
great
much.
show.
It's been
Thank
incredible.
you.
We should probably knock it on the head because we've been going for an hour and a half
Well,
plus.
we could stay here for much
1:45
longer.
nearly.
Yeah,
1:45,
We're
she
gonna,
tells me.
stumble out. aren't we?
Yeah, where are you going now? What do you got? What
Not
do you
with
got
us,
going
please.
on?
No. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to tell us specifically, but
Great Portland Street
Oh, very
to
nice.
meet some people.
some like-minded
would know.
characters. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Lovely.
Well, give them my regards, whoever
Oh,
they
should
are.
come. Come in. Come in.
I'd love to, but I've got to get home. Well, that was great, wasn't it? Plonk of the week. I'm going to finish with the old glass of port. Thank you, Lucy, for coming in.
Oh, thank
It
you
was a
for
pleasure.
having me.
It's a pleasure to hear your stories and to, help in any way that we can to
So
get
I'll be
you.
back in a few weeks to plug my book, okay?
Yeah, please do. Please do. And we might see you on the live show
You
next
might.
week, possibly.
I'll see what I can do. I
Chris-
would love to come, but
Chris, we will see you on the live show
Yes,
next week, who's
absolutely
coming with
will do.
Oliver.
Yep, thank you.
So we will see you then. Meanwhile, look out tomorrow for my weekend wind-up. And also, we'll be back Monday morning, 7 a.m, bright and early, ready for battle, because battle is what we need to do. So have a nice weekend. See you later.